Seems like, yeah, that might be better. So we probably won't be able to get the chat, but um, sorry, let me pull it up again. Let's see. It says live. Hello. Hello. Okay. Yeah, I think we're live. Okay. Yeah, I think we're live. We're live. We did it. Welcome. We
You ever
did
seen
it.
that?
We did it. Welcome back to Hobby Vomit and another movie club with my brother who like the movies.
No, I like the move. I like to watch the movies.
I'm Matt, and to my left is my
Bad.
brother. My brother who likes the movies. And yeah, we're here to talk about two movies tonight. As you can see at the top, we are talking about the big hit, the recent hit that everyone was talking about. They'll be teaching about it in film school for decades to come. Sinners. Nope, it's Weapons. And then also The Ugly Stepsister, kind of like a sleeper body horror movie from the last year. So yeah. So we watched these in the last couple weeks, and we're going to talk about them in a spoiler fashion. So if you've not seen either of these movies, then you can dip out. If you've seen, we're going to start with Weapons, and then we'll get to Ugly Stepsister. I'm assuming most people haven't seen Ugly Stepsister, but maybe some people have seen Weapons. So if you've seen Weapons and you're interested in some spoiler talk, we'll start with that. We'll start with our spoiler-free thoughts very, very briefly, and then get into spoilers. So yeah, anything you want to kick us off with?
About weapons or in general?
In general, do you like
Um,
the movies?
I still like them. I feel like movies are in a good place right now. It feels like the theater going experience is like alive and well. Um, there's been like steady, consistent stuff. Like as Marvel was winding down, it does feel like
Maybe.
movies are. Yeah, maybe. I think it is. I think it is. There still seems to be plenty of love for the movies right now, just based on kind of my peer groups and just the people around the office. Like it feels to me like more people are going than had in the past a little bit. There was like a period where everything was online. And it feels like people are kind of starting to get back out there for stuff like Sinners. Sinners was a good example where just like that was getting people out to the movies from word of mouth. I'm wondering if there's something about that in person word of mouth that's starting to become more valuable again to people, which is a perfect segue into weapons because that is a huge part of the success for weapons right now is this word of mouth. I don't know anybody in all those people I was just talking about that even knew about this movie at all before it came out. Like I don't think there was the amount of people that watched Zach Krager's first film, Barbarian, was way smaller than who have seen Weapons, and those were kind of more horror niche people.
Yeah.
And this surprisingly has broad appeal, which if you were to describe this movie doesn't really make a lot of sense in some ways.
Well, when
Um,
was Barbarian? Because it was not too far
couple
coming
years
off
ago,
of COVID, though. I thought it was
I
like
would guess
I
like
thought it
that
was 2021.
2021.
Yeah. Well, I think some people were still not quite fully going back to theaters and stuff. Maybe it was 2022.
Yeah, 2022. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
I know a decent amount of people that saw Barbarian. Probably not to the degree that people are seeing Weapons, but uh,
mhm.
I bet it did decent at the box office for. I mean, I thought it had a great both. I thought both movies had great marketing. As far as
Yeah.
like getting you, I think the trailers did a really good job, and I guess we can just speak on Weapons. I'm so glad the trailer did. Apparently, there are second trailers which I've not seen, but the early trailers before it actually came out did a really good job of not showing you really anything, but still hooking you. At least for me, I was hooked and I wanted to know what was going to happen. But I feel like a lot of movies these days, I went and saw together as well, and together, I mean, every single good part of the movie was in the trailer. It's just like kind of a bummer, but Weapons did a really good job of hiding pretty much everything good about it. I thought.
Hmm. Well, what's so good about both? What works so well with both of these films is the elevator pitch. They have some of the strongest elevator pitches that instantly get people interested for both these movies. Anytime I've described to them the 30-second, here's the premise, Barbarian, girl goes check the Airbnb, someone else checked in first, asks her to, invites her to also stay, and you're not sure if he's good, good guy or bad guy. Just that alone, people are like, oh, they ask more questions than people normally do. I feel like if I'm pitching something, and this one just the same thing. Teacher comes in the classroom, all but one of her kids is gone. They discovered the night before at this certain time. Everybody ran out. I always do the arms to show them. They ran out like this,
It's more
and
like the Naruto or whatever.
yeah, I
The
guess that's more
Naruto
yeah
run.
angled,
The
more
anime kid
angled.
run, yeah.
Uh, and you know, everyone of course starts blaming the teacher, and she says she has nothing to do with it, and like that's pretty much all I say. And those I can just tell the way people engage with hearing that it's just super effective. And yeah, it's like that's why I think this marketing works so well and is able to hide stuff because all you need is that part. Like that's all people are talking about. Isn't that
Hmm.
movie where like all the kids run out at nighttime? Like that's right, and it's like that
Yeah.
little earworm just like works so well for people. So yeah, to give kind of overall spoiler free, yeah, I really enjoyed it. I definitely went in a little skeptical. Barbarian I liked, but it's not the most polished film. It's definitely someone's like directorial debut kind of thing where it's got a lot of rough moments and it doesn't maybe stick the landing as satisfying as I think Weapons does. And Weapons is a huge step up, I think, for Zach Krager and just him feeling more confident in what he's doing and in his vision and having maybe more tools and pieces to put together to create a more successful film, even just looking at the cast, I think. Even though the cast in the first one is not to be slept on at all, obviously. But
In Barbarian.
um, yeah. I think the lead, I don't know her name, of Barbarian, is kind of one of the weaker parts of that film. And so I think that does drag it down a little bit. Whereas here, it's a great ensemble cast. Everybody delivers pretty good performances. Um, and then a character we won't talk about till spoilers that just has a very memorable performance for sure.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of helps make the film. So yeah, overall, I thought it was a huge step up. It's surprisingly accessible for again the subject matter. If you were to actually go through the plot points of this movie, it does not sound like something that has broad appeal. Our dad went and saw this. I don't know if we talked to you about it, but he
Mm-hmm.
went and saw it and like loved it. And it's like going in, I was like not sure that would happen at
Yeah.
all. And he's not a horror fan or anything, so it's just surprisingly accessible. And going back to the theater thing, a great movie to see in theaters. It
Yeah.
really works in a crowded theater. There's many moments of the film that people kind of viscerally react to or laugh alongside, and it works really well with a group. Kind of subverts your expectations a lot, so that also really works well. So, yeah, overall, I mean, I think it just works. It's a lot of fun. The scary moments are scary enough. The funny moments are funny enough. The story keeps you engaged, kind of from start to finish. It's just kind of all around a hit, which is awesome to see. So,
Yeah. Yeah, it's surprising. So do you want to actually why don't you give your what would you rate it out of
I get
5?
Weapons 4 out of 5 stars.
Nice.
I think it for what it set out to accomplish, it did so very well and very memorable. I think will also hold up on rewatches. Whereas I think Barbarian, even though I had the kind of like a 4 star experience watching it, I think I'm at like a 3 or maybe even a 2.5, just because there are a lot of kind of problems with it. So a huge step up in star rating for me.
Yeah, I think Barbarian was a 3.5 for me. I think the first half is really really strong, and then it falls off pretty significantly for me to the point where I didn't feel inclined to see it again. But Bree and I saw we've seen Weapons twice now, so we saw an opening night mostly because I just didn't want to get anything spoiled, and normally I don't care, but like for this one, it did such a good job at not showing anything in the trailer, and the internet's going to be the internet and they will spoil stuff, so I didn't want that to happen. So we went opening night, and we left with very different opinions. I gave it a 4 out of 5, really enjoyed it. She did not like it as much,
Mm,
and then we went and saw it again, and I actually bumped my rating to a 4.5. I don't know where she actually rated it, but she did enjoy it more on a second watch, and I think that had to do with almost like the format of the movie or whatever you want to call it.
mhm,
Yeah, I think the trailer, while it's a great trailer because it doesn't show you anything, I don't know if it's the best representation of the movie as a whole But to
Yeah.
me, that's not the point of a trailer. The trailer is to get you to go see it, and I think it did a great job
Mhm.
at that. And to me, it was a pleasant surprise. Like I had kind of forgotten that Barbarian had funny moments, and it's like a blend of horror and comedy. But then with this one, I wasn't expecting really any comedy, even though I should have, and it was way funnier than I thought it would be, and less scary than I thought it'd be. So yeah, I've also been recommending it to like anybody. Really, I think even if you hate horror, there are horrific elements and there's some scares, but overall, I think you're going to sit through this movie and not walk out and be like, that was way too scary or anything like that. I think you'll just have a good time. So right now, it's
Mhm.
my movie of the year.
Love it.
I don't know if there's too much competition either. Uh, there's a couple, but like Warfare and Bring Her Back, I think are the two closest beyond
Yeah.
Weapons. Yeah, I really
I'm
like
kind
it.
of fun.
I do think it's got a ton of rewatch it. Like I'd love to watch it again already. There's just so much to see, but yeah, let's jump into spoilers now. So if you've not seen Weapons, go see it. I think everyone should go see it. And if you
Mhm.
have, spoilers, spoilers. So yeah,
Um,
let's get into it.
yeah, I think there's a ton to talk about with the movie, of course. But I think yeah, one of the surprises going off what you're just talking about is the format, and it is very much an ensemble film in a way
Mm-hmm.
that you're not expecting. You're expecting the film to focus on Julia Garner, and they do such a good job of breaking that expectation down, not only in eventually, of course, literally shifting to a title card of a new character at this kind of climactic moment of Benedict Wong running at her with those creepy eyes.
Mm-hmm.
But they also kind of break down her character. You're like, oh, this is the hero of the story. She has been wronged by this community who are blaming her, and we're now going to follow her as she somehow triumphs over that and proves her innocence and all these things. And then soon after that, she's at the bar reopening this kind of fling, and that you find out is kind of like a unfaithful situation, which she knowingly is kind of entering into, and um, is crossing boundaries and lines that you as the audience are like, what are you doing? Don't follow the kid home. Like
Yeah,
that looks even worse. That looks more suspicious. So they do such a good
trespassing.
job. Trespass, yeah, like just keeps like taking it where you're like, what are you doing? You're not helping yourself. So love that. Yeah, that was already just a great start. And then kind of yeah, right as that's peaking, where you're just like, where the hell is this going? You then smash cut to now. Okay, now we're following Josh Brolin, who in that first act was one of the more kind of antagonists to Julia Garner. So yeah, it's just a great play on structure and form and story kind of right out the gate. And pretty quickly, you haven't forgotten about the kids, but it's not like your main interest. You're like, okay, I'm curious what happened, but you just kind of get focused on following her quote unquote detective work and kind of her story.
Yeah, I think a lot of
And so
people, including myself, are just like, I don't. Well, maybe not, but yeah, I think it's just like they're gone. Like we'll find out what happened to them or something. But like, yeah, you're way more focused on the characters that are going
yeah,
through it, not the kids.
you're right, kind of the aftermath, which I've seen a lot talked about this movie, and you have some that are tying into like school shootings. And I want to say even Krager, maybe you told me this. Someone said I think Krager even came out to like, no, not really, not from my perspective, but regardless, the idea of this kind of like tragedy that happens in the community that especially affects children, which is probably why people are thinking school shootings. It often, yeah, it is about the kind of the aftermath and how does the community respond and how does it tear itself apart and who gets the blame. People always want to find someone to blame in these situations outside of just the person that maybe caused the situation. And so yeah, it's very focused on them. So with Brolin, it's yeah fascinating. You're like, okay, not only are we jumping to another character, we're jumping to this guy that was kind of already presented as not the best guy. And then you get a little bit of fun perspective from his side of things where I didn't see it coming of the like, oh, he was the one that fucked with their car until
Yeah,
like the paint, and I was like, oh,
yeah.
okay,
As soon as you see
interesting.
the paint, yeah, you're like,
Yeah, I
okay.
didn't kind of know. Um, so yeah, I'll go. I'm just like going through the whole plot, so I won't do that. But that first time where it's like, oh, cool, this is exciting. I wonder if I would have gotten tired of following Garner's character. So it was nice to kind of switch over. It kind of every time that it kept doing the swap, it was like a nice reset for yourself, where you it didn't drag something on too long. And yeah, there's so many standouts. The cop is great. I don't think I've seen Alden Ehrenreich, or how you pronounce his name, in much that I've really liked him in.
Yeah,
Solo
Han
was like
Solo
his biggest.
sucks.
Yeah. So this was great for him. Fun space to play around in. Krager has been like very open about all his influences for this film. Paul Thomas Anderson's Magnolia, a huge one. You
I
gotta
need to
finally
see
watch this
that.
movie. You
Yeah,
gotta finally
I
watch it.
keep seeing a lot of the
Um,
comparisons for
a lot of
that.
Magnolia. Not only the idea of an ensemble film and kind of following different characters, but this character is John C. Riley in Magnolia. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's what I hear.
they like modeled the mustache after him, you know. So, but in a way that still works outside of it. So it doesn't matter if you know that or not, kind of thing. And yeah, his character also just very flawed, but so much fun to ride along with.
Every
And he's
character is flawed. Even
yeah, everybody.
uh Wong. Wong's or what
Yeah,
Benedict
yeah.
what's his name? Benedict
I
Wong?
think Wong. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Wong.
Every
Yeah,
character
everybody.
is
Yeah,
flawed.
maybe the kid is he the only one
Maybe
that's
maybe not
is
the
he?
kid with the innocence.
He's kind of like the exception. Maybe there's
Yeah,
something
sorry,
there,
every adult.
where he's the one that kind of triumphs over by through his innocence. I don't know, but yeah, you're right. All the
He does
adults
save the
are
day, yeah.
flawed. He just saves the day. Our druggy character seems to be kind of the fan favorite in terms of
For me, yes.
not counting Amy Madigan's kind of villain character.
Mm-hmm.
He's just so much fun to watch, and he plays it so well. Where
It
he just
yeah. It
you truly
does
buy him as a character.
yeah. It seems
You
like
know.
he got picked up off the street and he was just like, just do what you normally do and I'll just film you.
Yeah.
Like he nailed it. And I've heard that he's the only original cast member that made it through the whole thing. Like
Oh, like you're
everyone
saying he was cast in the beginning, and everybody else got swapped out
and
for other
everyone else
people.
swapped out. Which, by the way, I
Yeah.
gotta say it. I'm so glad that Josh Brolin wasn't Pedro Pascal because that's who it was supposed
Yeah,
to be.
absolutely.
And I just don't think it would be the same. I think Josh Brolin
No.
plays that character perfectly.
Yeah.
I just can't see Pedro in that role. But yeah,
No.
so who's your?
Um,
So we kind of have like we'll call them five. Yeah, let's call it five, or we'll call it six main characters. We got Julie Gardner. I don't know. I don't remember their names.
I'm
Uh,
gonna pull it up. Justine.
whoa,
Whoa!
what is that from? It must be Discord. That's funny.
Does it do this? It does. That's
Whoa,
wild.
nice.
Wow. Who knew? Yeah.
That one didn't work.
I'm just like devil horn.
Yeah.
Came up.
So we got Julie Gardner's character, Mrs. What the hell is her name?
Who, the witch?
No, Julia Gardner's character.
Yeah, Justine.
Oh yeah,
I don't
Justine.
know the last name as the teacher.
So we got Justine. We got Josh Brolin, who's Arthur, I think.
Archer,
Archer.
according to Letterboxd. Archer,
Okay, Archer. We got the cop,
Paul.
Paul. The druggie,
I think it's James.
James. Yep. The kid,
The kid is Alex, I think.
and then the witch.
Ben and the witch. Benedict Wong, kind of like on
Yeah, I feel like he's more.
the cusp.
Yeah, he's on the cusp. More, I feel like more supporting, important character,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't say like a main character. Like
Yeah.
he doesn't have his. Does he? He does have his own segment, technically.
It's like kind of, yeah. It's almost more like Gladys's segment, and they're just
But
right,
his
it's
is
like him
named
and
though,
the.
isn't it? He has a named segment.
It probably is, yeah.
Does he?
Marcus,
Yeah, he does. He does have a named segment.
probably.
Yeah. So,
But you're right. I'd call it 6 too.
did you have a favorite? Favorite character or favorite? Yeah, we'll say favorite character
It's
because
so
segment's
hard.
hard.
It's so hard. I mean,
Or
the
least
movie
favorite.
doesn't work. It's not. It's like the movie doesn't work, but also it does without Gladys. Gladys is the surprise, kind of already iconic part of this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, comes out of nowhere. They hold their hand for a long time before we're kind of revealing their card, and it just works so well because you feel that. Or I have the time I went, you saw it twice, so maybe you felt it more. I felt the shift in everybody during that because this is when you're getting kind of answers. And I'll be the first to say, to me, they're not. It's not the most satisfying answer at first.
Wait,
It's
sorry.
kinda
What
like,
are you talking about? The kids section? Because
Gladys.
she doesn't have a section.
Well, just like the introduction of her. Yeah, I guess it's
Okay,
all
yeah,
Alex.
with the kid. Yeah. I see what you're saying.
At least a favorite character, not
Well,
section.
yeah, I did.
Yeah, just like her intro during his,
Mm-hmm.
which you get a lot of her. You get the whole like her coming into town, and all that. For me, not super satisfying in terms of an answer or explanation at first. What they do with it is fun, to where I don't care, and it's worth it. It's worth it for that build up to all the children smashing through windows to absolutely destroy her. Like it's worth it for that, but I don't think it works as well without Amy Madigan's performance. Like she really brings this character to life in this like a combo of like creepy, powerful, can play people very manipulative and yeah, just like very just I don't know, just very iconic sounds so like you're sprinkling on top a little too much. And I know like with like Art the Clown from Terrifier recently people have been throwing, but she's just an iconic part of the movie where like she's very memorable and it really could make or break the film. And I think she ends up being my favorite. But outside of her, 'cause she's kind of her own thing. I feel like I would go with. It's so hard because everyone has such great moments. Um, I don't know. I'm torn between. I do like Paul, the cop, a lot. Um, but I think I just really like Josh Brolin's performance, where I just really thought he was very convincing in his role. So he was definitely a favorite. But what about you?
Yeah, it is tough. I feel like almost every actor surprised me, except for I didn't love Julia Garner. I think she was good, and I don't know if it's just like I think she was good. I just think she was good. Like there's moments where like there's like the scene where she's in her house and it's very tense with like the knocking on the door and like her reactions to that and maybe they are just genuine reactions, but like her like scared and like her when she screams and stuff, like she just sounds like a kid. And it's hard for me to it was hard for me to look at her as like an adult. And I don't know. Not any fault to her. I mean, she can't help it, but I did feel like she was my least favorite like performance. I love James. Yeah, I mean I agree that none of them really work without the crutch of somebody else. Like I think James, you take away the cop, you take away Paul, and James doesn't work as well. I mean, he's still amazing, but like it's their like entanglement that makes it so good, and the comedy works so well. But yeah, I mean, it might be Paul as well. I didn't even know that was the same guy. He was so good. I couldn't believe that was the same guy that played Han Solo. I couldn't believe it. I mean, that performance is amazing. Yeah, and Josh Brolin, I think I just expected him to be great, and he was. So yeah, I was really surprised by the kid too. The kid was great.
Yeah, he was pretty good. Yeah.
I know he's mostly just kind of walking around, but I thought
I thought he had a lot of screen time.
A lot of screen time. Yeah, but yeah, I agree. Gladys really. I mean, without her, the movie does fall apart. And I will say, on a second watch, I enjoyed it. I mean, I gave it a 4 on the first time. I really enjoyed it, but I think knowing what I knew just heightened it, because I don't know if you had the same reaction, but the very first time we see her is with Julia Gardner with the jump scare basically of the movie. Yeah. One of like 2 jump scares in the movie. And it's a great jump scare, but like it just was like for me it was like, was that's it? Like that's what she sees? Like this like almost looks like who's the lady from The Incredibles, the suit lady?
Damn, what the hell is her name? Yeah, the little Velma or something.
Yeah, that like kind of like that, but like I think everyone on their first watch when they get to that part is like, was that a clown or like what?
I thought it was like clown. It was giving like House of Thousand Corpses. The guy in the beginning, the famous guy with the face paint, like the kind of like white face with like color on the eyes.
Which like I think isn't that scary. Especially because like no one knows going into it. You don't know is it a creature? Is it you don't know what it is. It's all a mystery. It's like that's the first glimpse you get of to like what's gone down in this town. And yeah, I think it's kind of genius looking back because I think everyone's reaction is just like, what? Like,
Right.
wait, what was that? What did I see? It's so fast too. You're like, what did I see? And then
Yeah.
the next time you see her is in Arthur's dream, which is a different face paint, but still very like
Right.
clown like. But you get like a real close up. So yeah, I don't know. I think at that point I was like, I don't really know if I like it's just this like clown thing that's gonna show up and like scare people. Like I don't know. But then when you get the kid's point of view, or really even during Marcus's, I mean, that's really the first time you get a full interaction is Marcus's story when she comes in, talks to him, and you're like, okay, okay. But then really when she goes to their house and like the bowl scene, I just what she says about the bowl. Uh, and yeah, she's like all out of breath, like please, please let me in. Like I missed the bus. She's about to like faint basically, and the husband or boyfriend or partner or whatever lets her in, and then she immediately has like pep in her step, and she's like, wow, look at that
Mm.
antique, like blah blah. Blah. And then she's, yeah, I don't know. She just has such character, and at that point, I think I started liking her way more because it is just this like I don't know. You just yeah, you're right. You get some answers and it's better than just like weird clown things showing up uh,
Yeah.
and doing
You
stuff.
buy that. It's just so odd that you kind of buy somebody letting her into your house because she looks harmless too. She looks like
Yeah.
so frail and old
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of weird that she doesn't feel like a threat at all.
Mm-mm.
Um, but I mean, I only saw that scene once, but do you feel that because it's she clearly has some sort of powers for sure, clearly. Out, maybe even outside of like the stick ceremony, so to speak, and that she's apparently appearing in front of these townspeople in some sort of projection kind of thing or something.
Mm-hmm.
Did it feel like in that scene with Marcus and the husband that there's almost like a once she's already in the door, there it's almost like a bit of a spell in itself where they can't like they're choosing not to break out from like social, but do they feel that they're also kind of committed from that sense or
I
not really
didn't.
until she actually
I
okay.
didn't. I think like Wong's character was just appeasing his husband and like trying to, the whole time he's very hesitant that she's there. He does not like that she's there, and throughout the whole interaction, he's just like, look, like trying to get. I almost feel like he's trying to get her out of the house the whole time. Like, come on, he wants to eat his hot dogs. He wants to
Yeah,
chill
a
and eat the
lot of
hot
hot dogs.
dogs. Yeah, a lot of hot dogs. I've seen them made like shirts and hats with the tray of hot
Yeah, like a
dogs, which is
top down shot.
top down. Yeah, which is great. But yeah, I mean that's really the first time we get to see the magic or the witchcraft or whatever. I mean, I'm guessing I think it's witchcraft. So,
Yeah.
which is pretty graphic. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I don't know. I think up to that point, you're still like, what is going on? And
Right.
then you find out you're like, okay, it's some kind of like voodoo or witchcraft, and then you can kind of like you're grounded at that point. But it really doesn't
Mm-hmm.
come till halfway through the movie, at least.
But even with that too, I was like, still don't understand why all these children ran out. Even right at that
Yeah.
point, I know there's something supernatural, but I don't. I'm still like, why or where did they go? Like, I don't think I immediately was like, oh, they're all at the house. I don't think
No. Well, I'm
I
trying to
went
think.
there.
At that point, yeah, at that point we hadn't gotten the drug, the James's point of view where he finds them.
Yeah,
That
I
comes
guess
after.
Brolin's dream there's a little bit
Well, so the
alluding
first
to.
time I thought his dream was that he shows up at the house and like he sees the AK-47 above it. Uh, but it's not. It's his own house.
It's his house, right? Yeah. And once he comes through the bushes, it's like his
It's his
house
own
again.
house
Yeah.
that he just goes. So I don't know if it's like I don't really. Arthur's dream is like, or Archer's dream is. Are you sure it's Archer? It's not Arthur.
On Letterboxd, it's
It's
Archer.
Archer. Huh. Uh,
Hmm.
I think that's maybe my least favorite thing of the movie. It's just like I like that he's having the dream, but the gun it doesn't work for me at all.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
one of my least favorite parts.
and
So.
and I've seen explanations of like there's a poster on the wall with an AK-47 that in his son's room where he's falling asleep, and it's like the last thing you see before you fall asleep, and like cool, I don't care. It still doesn't work for me. Like it just is goofy with the time, and like sure dreams can be weird and stuff, but like you take that out of the movie, and I think it just I mean it doesn't change at all, and or just gets better. I mean, it doesn't get better, but I think it's just I think everyone has the same reaction of just like, what? Like,
Well,
what?
I mean, I don't remember the moment being too thrown off because I was like, there's a whole movie still to go. So I was like, oh, this is gonna be relevant. But as the movie kept going on, I was like, nothing's really tying into that. Is that just like
Still
a
just goofy
standalone
looking at.
moment?
Yeah.
It's a little goofy. Obviously, the film's called Weapons, and so yeah, there's ways people can tie it in. But I just don't feel the tone of that sequence doesn't match other stuff, especially that moment doesn't
It's
really
really
match.
tense. Like he wakes up, you kind of don't really know if he's like dreaming or not at this point, and he runs through. It's really tense. He shows up
Hmm.
to his own house. There's like a thunderstorm. You're like, oh, he's about to find out something. And there's just a
Yeah.
giant gun over the house. You're like, okay, cool.
With the 217 on it,
With the 217
right?
on it.
Actually, for both of Krager's films, I don't really like the titles. I think that they work in that they don't give you anything, but after seeing them, I don't think I love them that much.
Hmm.
I don't even know which one I'd
I
say I
think
like
weapons
better.
is great. It makes sense. She literally uses people as weapons. I mean, like it's so
Yeah,
on the nose. Like
but it's like when I think of her character, that's not her main motivations. Her motivations are like survival, right? It's
yeah,
like
it's not her
trying to
motivation, but
survive by like leeching off of these kids. It's like the few times she uses them as weapons, it just feels like it's just to manipulate a situation. I don't know. I don't love the title. I don't hate it. I just don't think it's like a super satisfying one.
yeah, she's not using the
Um,
kids to. She's not like sicking the kids on people. Yeah, yeah, that makes.
right. Yeah. So it's it's a minor complaint, and overall I'm okay with it because I like that. Again, it doesn't really give you anything. So for both films, I feel like I went in pretty like I have no idea what this is gonna be. So interesting choice. I love to. I need to watch more and listen to more from him because he's been pretty transparent about everything. This is like a guy that does not. He's not a pretentious filmmaker. He's the guy from The Whitest Kids You Know. Like
Mm-hmm.
he's just this comedy guy that's trying to make movies, and some of the choices he's just like I just thought that'd be really cool. Like that's it. Like
A
it's kind of
gun,
refreshing.
an
Yeah,
AK-47 above the house.
unfortunately, again.
Everyone thought
Yeah,
that was really
exactly.
cool, right?
Yeah, that part is awesome. Yeah, I don't know, just the way he talks about things, it really is just like I thought this would be really funny if we did this. Or saw an interview with Josh Brolin, who kind of almost like admittedly was like, yeah, I kind of came into this film like, I'm gonna try hard, and but until I was like kind of working through it with Krager and kind of when I saw the finished thing, I was like, wow, this is a lot better than I thought it was gonna be, and some of their interactions are interesting with Josh kind of maybe sometimes bringing in a little bit of a too professional vibe to this movie, and Craig is like, "Nah, let's just do this instead. This will be funny." And Round Brown's like, "All right, I trust you." Um, so yeah, I think very refreshing. He's instantly become already just a very interesting filmmaker who's just bringing in a fresh vibe. It feels like where it's not too forced. It doesn't feel. This is not a studio, molded film at all. I don't feel this is like they're trusting someone to just do his vision. And I think successfully because it's not costing them a ton of money, and it's making them a lot of money. So I'd be curious to see how long that lasts for him.
Well,
But
have you
yeah, I
heard
mean,
what
it
his
really
next
just
project is?
I think so, but I can't remember. I think you
Resident
told me.
Evil.
That's right. Which
He says he's
am I
never
super
watched
pumped?
or played a Resident Evil.
Really?
Yeah, he's like, so it's probably. I think he said like, so it's not gonna follow like it's not gonna be the characters you know or anything. I'm just gonna do my own thing. It's like, all
What is
right,
about what does he said? What about it? If he's never seen or watched it, does he even know what it is?
I don't know.
He just like saw an umbrella logo on someone's car and was like, "This
I'm
looks
sure.
pretty
Yeah, I'm
cool."
sure it's like corporation
Mm.
created zombies. I guess I don't really know too much either. But yeah, I don't know. I can't say I'm excited about that. I'm not a Resident Evil guy. I've played a couple of them. They're fine. I didn't grow up on them. So I'd rather him just do another original. But I also can. I bet like this. It's a pretty tough. I feel like it's a tough. These were two tough scripts to write, or like just really creative, and maybe. So I have a question. Like, because I feel like Kreger is really filling the void, filling the Jordan Peele void right now.
Yeah,
How do you feel
Yeah,
about
kind of
that?
what I was just describing feels like what Jordan Peele did. Kind of a ride down the scene, coming from comedy, so immediately you've got doubters like, how's he gonna pull off? He's jumping to horror, which endless conversations people, of course, will show you where like horror and comedy are the same. It's all about build up and release and build up and release, and and it is all true. But I think kind of same deal where people are telling you, let's see about this. Um, Peel more so with the social commentary, but even with Barbarian, there was stuff in there about classism and gentrification in these like Detroit neighborhoods, and there's still plenty of stuff you can kind of sink your teeth into. And I think for me, the difference, I will say it, I do not think to me everything after Get Out has been a lesser film than Get Out. To me, Jordan Peele, that was still his best, and he's not been able to meet the success of that. He has made more money on some of these future ones, but I think Get Out is his best. Whereas to me, Weapons, huge step up from
Yeah.
Barbarian, like and pretty much all regards. But yeah, I think probably similar. Yeah, I think this guy's name this next time is going to sell tickets just simply like from the creator of Weapons and Barbarian is going to carry a lot more weight than from the creator of Barbarian, where your average person still did not see Barbarian. I
Yeah.
feel
They
this
name
is
their
being seen by
movies
everybody.
similarly, I think, like
Yeah,
one
like
to two
single word.
words,
Yep.
simple,
Mm-hmm.
memorable. Well, do you think so? I
That's true.
I think general consensus that Us is the worst. I think just
I I
I know there are some Us
I
believers,
I also really don't like Nope too though that much, so I'd
but
be curious to see between the
yeah,
two
I
what I
I
think.
like to Note more than you. I still like
Yeah.
Get Out the best, but I do think even like, do you think that? I think from a filmmaking perspective, Nope did feel like a step up from Get Out and Us. Like, I think it looks like he was honing his craft, but the script to me was where it wasn't as good. But I think as a
Yeah.
filmmaker, like, I think I could see Jordan Peele's like progression. Just maybe he needs someone else in there helping him refine the script. Was the
Yeah.
big thing for me. I like Nope.
It's,
I like
yeah.
Nope more than you did, but I do think Get Out's
Mhm.
going to be hard to top. It's pretty near perfect.
Yeah. I wanted to like know. It's definitely more ambitious. Like each one of his has gotten a bit more ambitious in terms of Get Out, kind of almost like a one location film.
Yeah,
And
like
then
Barbarian.
with what like Barbarian, and then yeah, you're getting to Nope where there's these you're sweeping through the canyons and you're doing these chase sequences and all this stuff. So, but yeah, I think that's a good comparison. I think the struggle Jordan Peele has had is just the fame has got not the fame, the reputation has become so strong that it's then hard to top your last one. People are going in with very high
I
expectations, and
mean,
I'll be
I
curious to
think
see
Weapons
that.
is going to be very hard to top.
Yeah.
I
Or
just
maybe Resident Evil film is a good call. Just completely pivot
yeah
and just be like, I'm just gonna do something else. Like I'm not gonna try and one up it or be what people want me to be. That's usually I feel the better move. If you
yeah.
try and start as the Wes Anderson effect a little bit. Not really. I don't think Wes Anderson cares what other
Hater.
people think. But yeah, I'm not here. He's just become too up his own ass. Like it's just become too I don't know redundant and such. But I like the idea of just do something different. Do something. Take a swing somewhere. Do what you want, and that's what the little stuff I've seen on him right now. I've been impressed in these interviews where he just genuinely, yeah, still feels like he's retaining of this like I'm just a guy, I'm just like some dude. I like movies. I want to make a cool movie. I'm glad people are liking it. Like there's no pretension about him. There's no, so same with Jordan Peele. I don't think he has that himself, but the media machine, the marketing has made it such.
Yeah.
The social commentary is and it's like, some of it's a little on the nose. Even Get Out, which is fine, it works for Get Out. I don't think these are these like amazing, like, oh, I didn't even understand that the subtext is so. It's like it's pretty on the nose, but yeah. So I don't know. I'll be curious to see, yeah, what the reputation becomes for Krager. Um, I don't know that he's a household name yet for sure. I think if most people that watch this, they know Weapons, like they couldn't name him. But
I still
also
think in
Jordan
like the large
Peele.
scheme of things, like people are seeing Weapons, but not like Sinners or anything.
No, not like
Like
Sinners. Yeah, Sinners
not even
is
close.
definitely
I don't
more.
think.
No, I bet it feels semi close to me, but yeah, maybe not as much.
Maybe, yeah, I could be
Um,
way off, but I would guess money wise, like box office wise.
mhm.
I
Because
would say
yeah,
so. Because Sinners, I feel like, uh, I don't know. I still think Weapons it's like still being pitched as like a horror movie, and I don't think Sinners was ever really pitched as like a horror movie.
no,
It was
I
like a
wouldn't say so.
vampire, and yeah, I don't know. It's just never pitched as like scary. Where I do think Weapons has like some scary parts, but I think some people
Yeah,
just hear horror and they're out. Period. But they'll go see
right.
Sinners because Ryan Coogler and also has a big reputation and
And then just the cast. There's a lot with like
yeah, my
whatever Josh Allen's wife and all that.
yeah.
Um, it's hard to. I'm trying to do a quick search, and it looks like Weapons had a better start. Um, in terms of Sinners seemed like it was a slower build of
Consistent
word
too,
of
though,
mouth,
right?
whereas Weapons went quick. Yeah, yeah.
Because people were still
I
seeing
think
Sinners
Sinners.
months after it came
Right,
out.
so Sinners has more total still from what I'm seeing. Like 366 million global. Weapons is over 250 million by late August.
That's
But
pretty
crossed
crazy,
100
actually.
million, which is crazy, right? Crossed 100 million within a week. Whereas I think Weapons or Sinners looks like it was around like 50 million ish around the same time. So I think it blew up a little quicker. But yeah, I think Sinners has had a stronger, but it's also played longer. I think Weapons is still going, so we'll see.
Yeah, yeah. I also
Um,
think, yeah, I
but
think a lot of that has to do to how good. I think the marketing for Weapons was way better than Sinners. To me, like Sinners, I saw the trailer, I knew what I was getting.
the trailer did
Weapons,
not look good for
yeah, and I
Sinners.
will say
That
the trailer, yeah, the trailer didn't look good for Sinners, but like you knew what movie you're about to walk into, and I wasn't like, whoa, I had no idea it was gonna be like this. I did. Where like Weapons,
yeah,
it did such a good job of just giving you enough of a taste to where I was like, I'm so excited to go to a movie where I've seen the trailer and I don't know what I'm getting. Like that's exciting and fun.
mm,
Where it just doesn't happen anymore, especially with horror movies, because it's just like for some reason it's become normal for the horror movies to show every kill. And it's just like, well, what are
yeah,
we going for then?
yeah. I was surprised. What do you think of the musical score?
Of Weapons?
Yeah,
Um, yeah, I thought it was interesting, especially like the opening sequence. I don't. It almost felt like I don't know what the song is that plays in the beginning, but it's not horror like at all. It's almost
mm,
like a folk kind of song playing as the kids are running and stuff. I thought it was interesting. I mean, I would say probably pretty forgettable for me. That wasn't like a
yeah,
star of the movie for me.
yeah. I liked it more than I thought it would. Like it stood out to me way more than anything in Barbarian ever did. I don't know. I don't
No,
remember
yeah,
anything Barbarian.
yeah.
This one, there was some stuff that I was like, it really added to some of the scenes, and I've listened to some of it since seeing the movie, and I actually really like it. There's some good. There's a lot of like filler in there, but some of the like impactful moments are pretty good. Um, I was surprised how much
Yeah, maybe I was
I like
just
that.
yeah, maybe I would need to listen to it because like I can't even think of any musical parts beyond the opening sequence and then when the credits rolled. So maybe it's just because I was so
Yeah,
invested.
there's a lot. I mean, every scene is backed by something for sure. It's
Hmm.
just kind of like constant. And again, like I said, a lot of it is just kind of um, not generic, but like repetitive. But there's a lot that moves kind of keeps the pace moving, um, and even the whole final sequence. It's like I think it's like a 5 minute piece of like the witch getting destroyed and Josh Brolin reuniting with the son and stuff.
It's almost like a
It's like a
euphoric.
triumphant. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it is.
which is yeah,
It's good.
it felt yeah, it almost like clashed with what you'd expect for a horror movie, but I did think it worked. I do actually remember one part was when the door opens for the first time and it's just like black and
Uh,
it's silent. And then like
yeah,
she comes out and she's like doing the creepy walk and it's almost like a trickle sound of violins and like I think that worked really. I thought that whole scene was just super effective.
that was
Uh,
one of the best scenes. Yeah, there's no doubt. That was definitely the best moment in the theater for me in terms of reaction was
yeah, everyone's just like,
the
"What the
door
fuck?"
itself is good. Everyone's like reacting, but the door opening that elicited the strongest reaction from people, and just such that beautiful principle of like less is more, and
Yeah,
like sometimes what you're not seeing is
hold the
more
shot.
impactful than
Yeah,
what you are, and like it's just and I think I want to say Dad said to me when I talked to him. I've heard one or two be like, "Why wouldn't you lock the door?" But I'm like, I kind of feel like it works. She's
You're talking about
clearly
the car.
like
You're talking about the
she's
car door.
yeah, she's drinking.
Yeah, she's drinking.
She fell asleep. Like your car probably would be
She
unlocked.
literally
You're just sitting
passed out
there
drunk. Yeah.
idling. Yeah, so like I totally buy it. So yeah, that's great, and just another great moment of subverting your expectations. Your classic horror movie would gone from that to like super
Yeah,
loud with
yeah.
her like choking and like the music swells, and so the haircut, you're like, what? Like,
Yeah.
what is
Even
going
just
on with
like
this?
seeing
Like,
like the creak of her sitting down on, like a leather seat, and like the car just shifts enough, doesn't wake her up. And yeah, you just it really is like a tense 2-3 seconds before the hair happens. Yeah, it is like what? But it's perfect. Yeah.
yeah,
I wouldn't I feel like I wouldn't have it any other way. But that was probably that and that was the biggest reaction as far as like scares or horror aspect. The biggest reaction comedy wise, I think, was for other than the very ending, where they're basically the first moment where she's like, "Oh shit," and she's like, "Ah!" starts running out the door. But when Josh Brolin wakes up from his dream, he's like, "What the fuck?" It's
I
just
got a really good
so
laugh.
good, yeah, so accurate because everyone else is thinking it too. Yeah, it's just like finally a real reaction to like a real adult reaction to seeing that. It would be like, what
Yeah,
the hell?
it's probably the first like big, truly like played for laughs moment too in the film. Like
Yeah,
that's like a direct, and I think it worked even better for me because it feels like I don't know if Josh Brolin knows. You know what I mean? Like, what's he directed as like,
mm.
hey, give us a comical one, or is he again in his like super method professional? He's done all these award-winning movies, just giving this like heartfelt, line. I can't tell,
I
but either
think,
way, it
uh,
works.
yeah, I think you take that scene like that, his acting in that scene, and you couple it with something else. It could just as easily be like not emotional, but just like a very serious what the fuck. But I think just it plays so well after seeing that, and it's just like a big tension release for everybody.
It's
Uh,
like the editing too, like the amount of time
yeah, yeah,
building to it, and then the hard cut after makes
yeah,
you feel
exactly,
the,
yeah.
the comedy of the moment.
hmm
Yeah,
I
I
had a good
definitely
chuckle
agree.
with James. It was really just not. I wouldn't say a lot of people did, but when because I've seen it, just like the. Excuse me, ma'am. Like I'm trying to find a bus. I'm trying to get some money for a bus ticket. When she goes into the
Yeah,
drugstore, and then says the same thing as not the drugstore, the liquor store, and says the same thing. It's just like, oh yeah, you've seen it. Like, and I'm so glad we
yeah.
got more of him because to me, I thought it was just like one little bit.
Hmm.
Which is yeah, I mean, that's why it's super fun to rewatch and see all the layers of the characters and everything
Hmm.
from early on too. But
The first moment with the needle prick with him was one of my favorite parts of the movie too, because you just
I
fucking know
missed it
it's
my
coming.
first time, so I had to pee.
Oh, really? No. Yeah, it's great because
Yeah,
you know it's coming, and yeah, they immediately set it up in that comedy way of like, you don't got any needles or anything sharpening, right? And you're
nope,
like, of
nope,
course this guy fucking does. Yeah, yeah. Nope. Like just plays it, and just the way
no sir,
it's
no sir.
filmed, you feel the pain, you feel like the shock of
Yeah,
it. It's just so effective, and I love his anger. Like I love his reaction. It's so good.
he's so good.
Um,
Yeah, the two of
yeah,
them together. I feel like I want to watch like the the adventures of Paul and James,
yeah,
and they're always just getting on each other's nerves. It just plays like I don't know. Their on screen chemistry was just top tier for
Mhm.
me. And even the second
Yeah.
time, like same thing. You do know it's coming again when he's in the tent. He's got them all bunched up, and you know it's gonna be the cop. And yeah, just right into the face, and the conversation in the car is just like he's like, you don't have AIDS, do you?" And he's just like, "No." And just yeah, so good. Yeah,
Yeah, it's good. The whole thing works really well. It's one of those that like the more you think about it, the more you can find plenty of holes. Like, they're establishing like, hey, we saw these kids run out in their ring cameras. Cool. We didn't have any on the street where they all ran down together and went into one house. Like, the
yeah.
more you start thinking about it, things fall through, but you just don't care.
I
It's
mean, but
fun
also
enough.
to be fair, I have a ring camera. If somebody runs by my street, it does not turn on.
That's fair. I guess
You
yeah,
gotta
maybe
be
those.
close enough
That's
to
true.
turn it on. and they're all
That's
like
true.
in the streets. So
Yeah,
you
they
know,
went through like all these neighborhoods. People have like just house
probably
camera,
just normal security cameras,
with the
sure.
whole town trying to find these 18 kids. So, but again, you don't really care. I don't think I'm. That's what the movie does well. Is it does you don't care about that stuff. And honestly, for most of this movie, yeah, it's like I'm not thinking about the kids. That's just
Mm-mm.
like the inciting incident. The drama lies within all these characters and watching them go through the town. Like that's where I'm invested in. And then I'll be like, oh yeah, I forgot like all these kids are here too. Like that's part of it. But yeah, I don't. And that's where I think I told you I don't love the final shot. It does not work for me as well as it's
Mm.
working for other people. I mean that's part of it because you're closing on one of these kids and like it's just not that impactful to me. It's not that emotional or anything. Not that it's playing it for like you should be crying at the end of this
No,
movie,
yeah.
but it feels like it tries to bring it back in and it's trying to link back up with the narration in the beginning and it's fine for me. The them destroying her is like the punctuation point of this movie, and it's just fun. I wasn't losing my mind like some people like whooping up whatever. I was just more sitting back with like a big grin of like, I love that we went here. Like this is great.
Oh, I was
This is
yeah.
where you,
I was having a good time. Yeah, I thought it's one of those that's like he stretches it so long, and every time you're like,
the
no way he's gonna do
windows.
it again. Yeah, the windows again. And by the way,
So many.
one of the best shots in the movie is like the POV of the. It's almost like a GoPro on the top of the little girl's head, and it
Yeah,
is through to the
through
screen
the
door and through a window. And I don't know how
yeah,
really they
right.
did that, but it would no cuts. Or I mean, maybe there
Yeah,
were, but it didn't look like it. But
yeah. I bet it
whatever they
was.
did, they nailed it. If it's just CG, it didn't look like it, but maybe
It's
the
probably
glass window.
real.
But
I'm sure it's not a little girl running,
sure, yeah,
but it could have been a small person, or they could have had it on like a mount that simulates like running. But I bet it's
yeah,
practical. Most of this movie
it
was
looked great.
very practical. I can't think of too many special effect moments really. Um, Even a lot of the gore, right? It was all very practical, and that's why it works so well because it's very like visceral and um, even like her in the bed when he walks in on the witch
Yeah,
in the bed, she's
that
creepy.
kind of gave me.
Um,
Do you remember the Witches? The movie The
yeah, of course,
Witches. That that
absolutely.
that kind of like gave me that vibe of like
And,
yeah,
and what's so
frail
funny
women.
is like the stuff I've heard with Krager. I've heard he's been on some podcasts with film people, and they'll be talking about stuff like that, and you're expecting to be like, "Oh yeah, I saw this kid creep me out." He's like, "No, I've never seen it. That sounds pretty cool." Like it's just fascinating. Like he's just truly like living outside of the sphere of things, and it's I think it's for the best. I
Yeah.
did listen to it. He did talk about. I was fascinated, not fascinated, but I was certainly intrigued and sat in my seat when that other member of the Whitest Kids, died. I don't know if you followed this, but like
Oh, in
the
real life.
most popular in real life, the most popular one. If
Hmm.
you've seen the Abe Lincoln
Yeah.
skit, I fucked
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
The face of the Whitest Kids, like 3, 4, maybe like 5 years ago, just like got drunk, fell off a second story balcony and died. Just like
Wow.
that. And it was just like, holy shit. It was just like out of nowhere. And obviously Krager and him were close friends, and so
Wow.
he said this movie specifically, he was like in a space of like serious grieving that while he started to write this, like they're very connected for him. He said, which is
Wow.
pretty
Yeah,
interesting.
I didn't know that.
And just kind of like when crazy shit like that happens, and just how do you process that, and how do you deal with it? So he said, yeah, it's very much inspired by his friend passing, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's
So
really interesting.
Barbarian, I'm not sure the timeline. I can't remember if that guy had already died or not. But
Hmm.
yeah, so just him coming from Whitest Kids, to this is interesting in itself. Where you're just like, what? Barbarian to me felt more comical. That second half, it leans pretty heavy. Like everything with Justin Long's character is like explicitly funny.
Yeah.
This one toes that line. I felt like
Yeah.
in a very good balanced way.
Yeah. There'll be a scene where yeah, it starts off terrifying and then he slaps you with comedy that and it I would say I'm trying to think, but I think every single bit of comedy landed for me. Every
Yeah,
intentional bit of comedy landed for me, and that's hard to do. I think. Granted, there's not as much as like if you were to go see a comedy, but I thought there
yeah,
was quite a bit. a
Yeah,
good amount of
the
comedy.
Justin Long sequence in this one
It's hilarious.
and that one is more of like a, I don't know if I call it subtle, but it is more subtle than like explicit. And
Yeah,
not everybody in the theater, I felt like got the joke there.
yeah. I
I
thought it was
feel.
very funny. Yeah. So you gave it 4 out of 5. What were the knocks? Your biggest knocks,
I,
if you had
I
to.
don't know. I would say it's less knocks, more just like it not reaching the heights of a 5-star film. I am curious to see on a rewatch how it does for me. I do think some stuff will do better. I do think the last act is my least favorite part. It goes on a little long. It's a little stretched out where I don't know that you need to take that long with it. And I was starting to get a little like, all right, like, well, not necessarily let's wrap it up, but like, how are we concluding this thing? Like the
Yeah.
stretch with her and Alex is very, very long.
Hmm.
Um, and I felt like I got what we were doing without needing kind of all of that, I guess. Um, Honestly, like performances are all good. I agree. I think most of the humor worked. I'm curious to see how much on a rewatch works. There's little things. I didn't think the parents were really good. I thought that was okay. The parents of Alex, like not only performance but just kind of a lot of the sequences with them, I thought were only okay. And then even everybody coming together in the house, um, a little stretched out. That was very funny with James. James continuing to come back
Josh
and
Brolin, yeah.
attack was really, that was hilarious.
Terrifying
Um,
screams too, honestly. It is. It's
yeah,
like
yeah,
funny, and every time it's like a little bit of a jump scare because you're just like, surely he's done.
right.
And he
Yeah,
pops
yeah,
up
yeah.
again.
This has to be it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And same thing, like even that very ending. It's like once it clicked, like okay, Alex is doing her, and you had that kind of like surprise moment of her being like, oh shit. I still love that whole final sequence, but it already felt in more like a, okay, I get what you're doing here. This is pretty great. Instead of me being like, holy cow, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen. Which doesn't have to be that, but yeah, I think 4 out of 5 was just super solid. I don't know if super knocks against some of the storytelling where you're like nobody. The answers, the explanations are not super satisfying to me. That nobody would see these 18 kids all running together, or that nobody would go to this house and investigate a little bit more. Like they kind of explain it away, but
Yeah, they
it's just
explain
kind
it
of
away. Well,
they
she
kind of
she
explain it
she
away.
moves them, which I kind of missed the first time when the police come over. There's a shot of all the kids running out of the house and jumping a fence. So she
She like
moves them
sends them
somewhere,
right.
which I
Yeah.
guess we don't really know where. But that's also another thing. It's just like that's just another opportunity for all these people for someone.
Right. Nobody would see these like
Yeah, but to me it's like I mean like
yeah.
you could say it
You
for
don't
any
really
horror
care.
movie really. It's just like I don't know. I think
Yeah.
you got to suspend your disbelief a little bit.
I think I told you too. I feel like they don't really sell me on the whole point of the kids. This whole like her siphoning from them. They never really go into that much. It's more about her trying to get the kids there and trying to keep everybody's attention elsewhere and take care of stuff out there. It never really focuses in on what's going on between her and the kids. I wish there was like a little bit
Yeah,
more of that.
I think to
Now, again,
me, yeah, I don't
but
know. For me, it felt like that's not the point. I mean, like
yeah,
it kind of is, but like I think he just trusts you to figure that out because like she's frail and dying, and then the kids show up, and then she's got a pep in her step, and like yeah, I don't
yeah,
know. I think it's just one of those like I don't need a scene of her like being I don't know like I don't need to show me the scene of we don't really know like and that's okay. There isn't a physical transformation of the kids getting their life juices sucked by this old lady. Like I don't know. To me, I
yeah.
don't know. I don't know if I needed it. Um, yeah, I think it was fairly followable without it.
Yeah, it's definitely followable in terms of I got the point. But when I think of how long that last sequence was, and some of it are these like extended sequences in the house with the son, some of which I don't feel were that like noteworthy. I'm like, could you swap in for one of
Mm.
those moments instead of him just going and seeing her being creepy in the bed? Could you combine that with like her down in the basement, him going
But
down to see what the
but
hell's going
that's
on?
like, oh man, I like that scene though because I'm trying to think of a scene with Alex I would have been okay with. But like that is like when you're a kid, like I don't know. I feel like I could see myself like in his shoes of like this old lady you don't know. You're already creeped out a little bit because she's like old and dying. She looks sickly, and like you just want to peek. I don't know. That just I felt like I
I like that scene.
got
I'm
that.
saying
Yeah,
like if you combine that with like her in the basement, he goes to peek down there, then you're seeing more of like her interacting with the kids somehow. But yeah, maybe
yeah.
that's too explicit
She
of
might not
her
actually
like
interact with
sucking
him.
the life out
Yeah,
of one of them or something.
yeah.
Like I don't need that, but um,
A little
but yeah, I
smell
mean that's
strong.
like little stuff. Again, I got the point of it, but again, with the film then choosing to close on the kids, that's where I'm kind of like, you got the kids in the beginning, you have this whole movie that I love that has nothing to do with them, and then you're trying to close on them again in this way that's supposed to feel impactful, and I just don't feel that in the way that the movie I feel is trying to make me feel with the like some of them even started talking again, and then it's just like the kids face.
It's kind of like a
Yeah,
down. Yeah, I mean,
it's
to me,
fine.
it's like a downer ending. To me, I think the movie's about the town. It's not about the kids. It's about the town.
Yeah, for sure,
It's like a Salem's
for
Lot
sure.
thing. Like that's the focus. That's the real focus, and
Mm.
this is just like the cherry on top. We get some. I don't know, not revenge, but just like it feels good as an audience member to be like, yeah,
Yeah.
like that's what you get.
And I don't
Uh,
know what else. Like, there is no main character, so it's like, yeah, I wouldn't
mm-mm.
want to like end on Julia Garner being like, you know what, I'm gonna swear off the drink and I'm gonna get my life together. Like,
It's her. It's all
I
the
don't
kids
know.
hugging her in this classroom.
Yeah, exactly. Like one final scene of she walks in and it's just Alex in the back. She's like, "Shit, not again!" And they all come out from behind the door and the
And hug her. Yeah,
surprise. And then there's a banner. You're the
yeah,
best teacher ever.
yeah,
And then there's just the AK-47 on the ceiling, and that cuts to black.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's great. I had a great time. Did not expect to like it as much, especially when the hype was building already like pretty high. I was like, ooh, I don't know, we'll see. I guess it's just a hype, but yeah, I think it's deserving. It's one that I feel good recommending to anybody, and have been recommending to people. Where I'm like, hey, if you're just looking to go to the movies, this is a pretty good. Like, you're gonna feel satisfied. You're gonna have fun. You're gonna get your humor. You get a little spooked, and it's just enjoyable. I think you already said it. It's just hard for me to picture too many people like not liking this movie. So that's
Yeah,
great. That's what you
yeah.
want.
The only complaints I've seen really are just like people who don't get what's happening.
Which is surprising. Like
They're
what
just
being like
like
what
they literally don't. They're just like, well, they want like a scientific explanation of the witch's
the
powers and like,
stick.
yeah, and it's just like, all right,
I can
okay.
see people wanting more of like where'd you come from.
People
And,
are
you know, I think
begging.
it's human,
They're
right? It's
begging
human to
for the
be like,
backstory.
yeah.
No,
I don't need it, but I can see that being a natural human reaction. People want to know because at some point you're thinking you may be getting that, and then at some point it becomes clear like, no, we're not going there. It doesn't matter.
it doesn't
It's
matter
just about
exactly.
her in
Yeah.
this moment. But I get it.
Like I don't
People
think it's
wanting
lesser
to.
for not. It would have been okay. I would have been okay with getting it. I don't think it's lesser for me not getting it. I do think I don't want it now. Like I don't want a
Yeah.
prequel Gladys movie. Please,
No, 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 no,
people
no.
are begging.
Of course they are.
I
They're
just
stupid.
what is
Yeah.
it gonna be? The same thing? Her just doing
Yeah.
that? Like her like finding her on an expedition in the jungle and like finding this tree or this plant or whatever. Like it just couldn't be good. It's just
Nah, man.
we don't know. We
That's,
don't want it.
that's unnecessary.
So I'm trying to think
But
like what's because this is probably I'd have to think. I mean, I love Bring Her Back. I think Bring Her Back is like a very very good horror movie. I mean, one of the best I've seen in a long time. I do think Weapons is better just as an overall like film. But like, what's the
mhm.
last like best? What's the last like 5-star horror movie for you?
I don't know. I mean, I was just looking at even just this year to be like, what else have I seen this year that I really liked? I can't believe Mickey 17 was 2025. That feels like a
Early,
year
right?
ago.
January,
Must have
February, or
been early.
something. Yeah.
I liked Companion this year. I didn't like it as much as Weapons, but I liked
Yeah, to
Companion. I
me,
had
it's
fun with
like
it.
it's not even close for me. I mean, I liked
No,
Companion
I
too. I
liked
gave it a three and
Weapons
a half,
better.
I think, but it's like
Um,
pretty significant.
28 years later, I also really liked.
Yep.
I think Weapons might be a more complete film, a more well-rounded, better film.
Yeah.
And then of course 5 out of 5, only 5 this year. Ice Cube's War of the Worlds, baby. Gotta see it.
I'm not watching it.
It's wild.
I don't know if I can be
Um,
bothered for that.
yeah, I can't. I don't know. I'm trying to think like, what's the last horror movie I really liked? I'm looking at last year. You had Nosferatu, which I liked, but I didn't love. People obviously loving The Substance. I think I like Weapons more than The Substance. I
I do.
like The Substance, but I think Substance has a lot more issues.
Yeah.
Weapons feels more consistently good. I did not like Long Legs. I'm not a Long Legs fan. I thought it was fine. Um, Alien, which is
Alien
kind of almost
Romulus
its
was
own.
good.
No, I like it. I like it.
I
Just almost like
really
its
liked
own
Alien.
separate. I don't know if I can even like compare it. It feels more like sci-fi than
Have you
horror.
tried the show?
No, I have not.
I'm
Yeah, I saw
alone.
that.
I'm a very much alone in that. I think it. I only watched the first episode, so to be fair, I haven't given it a full shot. But
Yeah,
wow, I thought the first episode was
pretty bad.
horrific.
Uh,
It's
was
the
the
type.
Ice Age moment in the first
Yeah,
episode? Because that's wild.
yeah, it's
Man.
Ice Age. Yeah, to
That's
me, it's like
crazy.
everything that's wrong with like they just baby you so much. It's frustrating. So like I think the parts that people like, which are like it is true, which I guess maybe we're just ending our weapons talk, and we'll transition into the
Yeah.
Ugly Stepsister. But the aesthetics, it looks like he literally was just like, I love Alien, the first one, and I want to make some things like almost shot for shot, like them waking up from cryo slowly, the like the way the ships look, the area they're eating when they get up from cryo. It all looks just like Alien, and I think people are
Yeah.
latching onto that nostalgia. But I kid you not, they've been on this. They wake up from cryo. This is the very, very, very beginning, so it's not spoiling anything. They wake up from cryo. They've been on this mission for X amount of time. They've collected their samples. They've done the mission. They're on their way home. They wake up from cryo and they're eating, and they're talking about the corporations and how the corporations are warring with each other, basically fight in like a race. And one of them's like, "Oh yeah, they've got giant like Wayland. I can't remember what the hyphenation is.
Utani.
Yeah, they've got those outfits on, like the symbol, the logo on their shirt, and they're like, oh yeah, the Wayland Natani, whatever. And then it cuts to these two guys, and one of them's like, Wayland, that's who we work for, and the other guy's like, yeah, that's us. It's just like, Jesus Christ, I don't need it. Like I don't need it. And then the whole, yeah, I mean, what do you know about it? Anything else, anything beyond that? Like,
All I know is that Sid the Sloth fades into view and fades out of view in an alien universe, which is wild.
yeah,
Like
it is
insane.
very silly. Well, very light spoilers again. I know you don't. It's
I'm
not that
not
much of a
gonna
spoiler,
watch
but
it.
one of the main things is there's a corporation, and that is experimenting with putting a child's mind into
Mm.
into like a robot, basically. I can't remember what they call them in the show. And then so it starts with this terminally ill girl, and it's the first time they're doing it. They do the experiment. It works, and so they bring her in. And they say, "Here's what's going to happen." The body's laying on the table, and they're like, "So you're going to lay down. We're going to transfer your mind into this robot, and that way you won't die." Great. And so all that's good and fine, dandy. And then they're like, "We got to do more. This worked. Let's do more." And so they have her telling this process to this group of kids. Like they're asking questions like, "Does it hurt?" and whatever. And she's like, "No, no." And she's telling all these kids, like, you cannot be sick anymore. And it's great. And then there's a montage of literally like 10 kids all going through this process, and it's the adult girl now, or the AI, standing next to her saying like, all right, so you're going to lay down here, and then your mind's going to transfer over, and it's montaging, and then it shows the next kid, and like, so you're going to lay down here, and then we're going to take your mind, and it's going to go through here into this body, and then it goes to the next kid, so go lay down. It's like, I understand. It's just no, it's so much of that is so frustrating that I don't want to blame the MCU, and maybe I'm way off base, but it feels like it's the MCU effect of just like we have got to spoon feed everything now. We cannot trust our audience, and I think there's audiences that have proven that they need it, Because if there are shows that don't do it, people complain, like Weapons, like
Yeah.
like they crave the spoon feeding, and I don't know. I think
What's
aesthetically
called
it looks
Alien
fine.
Earth?
Alien Earth, it's getting incredible reviews, and maybe it gets better, but
Who's directing like the episodes? And
it's the guy that did the Fargo show, which I really like.
really,
Noah something.
Noah Hawley did the first episode. He
He
didn't
wrote the
do.
season, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, he
Pretty
did
sure he wrote
season.
it.
He did episode 5 as well. He directed. But yeah, it looks like he co-wrote every episode.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw enough. Yeah, it's just it's almost MC. It's very Disneyified. Like the girl, these kids that become adult robots now are superhuman basically, and so they're like gonna go on this rescue mission. So the girl goes back to her room, and there's like paper slicers. She like grabs it, rips it off, and like stashes it on her back like a katana, and like walks out all badass. I'm like, it's just I don't know. We don't talk about Alien anymore, but anyways, if you do watch it, I don't think you'll get past the first episode. But if you do, I'm just curious. I don't think you'll like it. It's rough, but
Yeah, I have
I do
no
seem like I'm in the
interest.
minority. People love
Yeah,
it.
I've definitely heard people being positive, but is it just riding the wave of Romulus that people are excited about the
People don't like
Alien
Romulus anymore.
universe?
Apparently, Romulus is
Really?
like now like on Prometheus level. People just hate it now.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was
I
pretty
thought
good.
I thought Romulus was the best one since Prometheus, which was the best one since Alien. I'm an
Yeah.
Aliens hater. I'll stand by it, and that's Frank's fault.
Alien is still the best. Yeah. Frank,
He made me
your
watch
fault.
the 8-hour director's cut.
Director's cut.
Yeah,
Extra Bill Paxton.
extra Bill Paxton. Yeah, there's not really many movie series out there that have ever done anything like that, where it's just like
Mhm.
that big of a genre jump.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know. It didn't work for me. But anyways, let's we don't talk too long about the Ugly Stepsister. But where's this rank as far as or what do you think? We don't have to do spoiler free because
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
It's good. Ugly Stepsister. It's I'm trying to look because I couldn't nail it down. It's like filmed in Denmark, Norway, and Sweden. So it's just like it says it's Norwegian, but it also says Norwegian, Polish, Swedish. So it's just like Scandinavian. It's just
yeah,
like somewhere in that region. And as you maybe could tell from the title, it's kind of a Cinderella take where it's focused on the ugly stepsister instead of Cinderella, which is great. It's a great, easy like gimmick. That alone would not have me super interested in watching a movie like that because it feels like it would be done in all the wrong ways, where you would have too many of those crossover moments with Cinderella, and you still have them in this movie. I mean, you definitely still have them, but it's done in a way that you can kind of stomach more. And yeah, I enjoyed it overall. The lead actress is great in this. I don't know anything about her, but she carries the movie with really her eyes. Like her eyes are super captivating, and for a good chunk of this movie, as she starts to get this kind of facial reconstruction surgery and stuff, all you're really seeing are the eyes. Everything is kind of covered, and so she's doing a lot of heavy lifting with kind of that facial acting. She doesn't talk a lot, so I think I was super impressed with her. She definitely kind of grounds the whole movie. Um, she's you're like kind of rooting for her, but she's somewhat
you kind
unlikable.
of
It's like
yeah.
yeah, it's like it's perfect. It's the ugly stepsister. Like she's not supposed to be the hero, and she's clearly in it for all the wrong reasons. And she's vain, but she also is being kind of pushed that way by
Say
her
her
own
mom.
mother.
Yeah,
So she's a complicated character, but the highlight of this movie for me was just the style. I mean, the style was so fun, and you're immediately hit with like great music. Loved all the
like
like
weird synth wave like kind of
synthy,
stuff.
like it's not what you expect for it's Cinderella, but from the ugly stepsister's point of view, and it's Scandinavian. Like it's not at all, and so it's this really great juxtaposition that works super well, and it just works with the camera as well. The way that they film almost is in sync with this music. Really, we were just a lot of like these like long push-ins and just like really, I don't know, it looked great and just had a lot of craft behind it. I didn't look it up, but I assume the budget on this was not super high.
It's
Would be
gotta
my
be
guess.
low. Yeah, Yeah.
Gotta be loyal, but they really used it well. Like I was super impressed. So yeah, really liked it. Thought it had great build up. It started to lose me a little bit towards the end. I think, have to unfortunately watch it like 2 sittings, so that could have played a part. But I feel like the end was starting to drag for me a little bit, even into the kind of like what you would say is probably the climactic moment with the slipper. Like on paper, is supposed to be the highlight. To me, that scene was not the highlight. That almost was where it like almost got taken a little too far. Where I was just like, okay, I get it. Like we're just kind of like, let's just make this as gratuitous and
Yeah.
drawn out as possible, and it's okay. I like a lot of stuff before. Um, yeah, just really really interesting. You get this out of nowhere kind of sex scene that is really the only moment that you get like that. I did a little bit of reading online, and if this was the intent, I missed this, but some people were saying that to them, they took it as that scene was like an anal sequence, leaving Cinderella like a virgin
So virgin.
for what she was pursuing. I was like, I didn't get that, but I guess like that's interesting if that is the case. Um, Cinderella was great too. Like she just played the part well. Where kind of same thing. You're like, am I supposed to be rooting for her? Am I like she's kind of a psych? I don't know. But yeah, it's fun. I mean, you get the Cinderella moments. You get you get this great sequence with the ugly stepsister where she comes this close. Like that was one of my favorite parts too. It's like everything's going right. She's getting the dance. It's finally working, and then unfortunately, the story it kind of felt like this fatalism. The story is Cinderella, so she's going to come in and she's going to steal him away.
Yep.
So yeah,
Which
it's a fun.
he sucks too. Like he
He's
sucks.
awful. Yeah, he's awful.
It seems like it's just
Everyone sucks.
everyone sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone in this thing sucks.
Except for maybe the younger sister.
My younger sister.
The tapeworm for me was like, whew. That was the scene.
Yeah, it is crazy. It works for me in a vacuum of that scene. If you're like trying to create a like really horror scene, I don't know if it works for me in the film as a whole, but that sequence is very satisfying. Yeah. And just like Jesus Christ, like this is insane. That part is pretty crazy. So I don't think the end works for me super well. Like the final scene and like
I kind of like it.
I think it's fine.
I think it's like her. Yeah, I don't know. I like the relationship between the sisters and that kind of being like enough in the end. And like it really is. I think that kind of like solidifies that the mom has been the villain the whole time. Of like I think this young woman was being manipulated by her mother and just didn't. That's the world she was raised in. She was come to expect all that, and I think that was kind of her breaking free of that.
Sure, it's hopeful. It's a hopeful ending of like she's gonna have any success in life. It's just to get out of this situation is probably the best. The ballet sequences are fun. The one where she keeps getting pushed to the back of the room by the ballet instructor is good.
Row by row,
yeah. But really, that's my biggest takeaway is just really impressed with the style and the presentation of this film. And I think it's the only thing that this woman has directed. And like, I would definitely see more because I was super impressed with just like the control she had over everything. Again, it gets a little long in the tooth towards the end, but overall, like thumbs up for me. I gave 3.5 out of 5.
Yep, I gave 3.5 as well. It looks like Ian is here. What's up, Ian?
What
the chat didn't work. You came just in time because I was gonna say 2025 is the year of the horror cock. Yeah, like we're getting a lot of it.
That's right. You get the shot. That's right. I forgot you get the
two. There's two.
There's two?
Yeah, with the mom at the end too. The very last time they see each other. Yeah.
Yes.
So that between that and 28 years later. The year of the cock.
The year of the peen. That's funny.
The year of the peen. Yeah, and Eddington. You got it there.
Oh yeah. That's
the Righteous Gemstones they've made a push. They made a big push. It seems like they were on the front end of it, I would say. I think so. That's funny. Last couple of years to just normalize it.
Normalize.
Ian, what do you think about penis in movies?
What's your favorite one?
Which one's your favorite? Yeah, I gave it 3.5 as well. I think, it did feel a little long. I thought all the body horror stuff was good. Really good actually. I'm trying to think if any of the body horror didn't work for me. This poor, I mean, like she really was one of those like, man, they were not doing her any favors with like the
No, it's like a
hairstyle and
tragic.
like,
Yeah, they tried to make it look worse to like build up to the ball.
yeah. He says
Um,
Penix and Dicker are his favorite. They're on
nice
the penis
football
fantasy
night.
football. Yeah,
Nice. Um, yeah, I would get very like Clockwork Orange vibes with the sequence with her eyes getting again her eyes are just so good. That's like the best part I
when
think of
she's like
her
getting the
performance.
talking about like when she's getting the nose job.
Yeah, yeah, and just like her in the chair and the way it's filmed definitely reminded me of Clockwork Orange and
Hmm.
just very unsettling and yeah, just very grotesque body horror. But yeah, I think it works well. Just it's more than just that.
Yeah.
Um, but
Yeah, it was
no,
better
I
than I
like it.
was. I mean, I heard good things. It's a lot of people's like, if you have Shutter, you should watch this. It's pretty well reviewed,
Mhm.
and yeah, I'd say it's one of the better. I think it is a Shutter exclusive, like a Shutter
Mhm.
movie, and I would say
Yeah, I
it
would say
is
it's only playing there.
one of the better ones I've seen.
Oh yeah, I think a step above. Like it's not Daddy's Head. It's not
No,
anywhere in the
yeah,
realm of Daddy's Head, which feels like a low effort, like just someone who's not ready to maybe direct a film. I'm like, who is this? She's super talented. This is where she's starting from. She's only gonna
the
do
director.
good things. Yeah, I mean, this is a
Mm.
great first feature. I think
I
that's
thought
super
the
impressive.
main the lead also. I thought it's been a while. I watched this one a good while ago, maybe a month or so. But I thought she also hadn't been in very much. Like a lot of the
I would think probably not. Yeah, it
actresses,
doesn't look like it.
or a lot
Um,
of the yeah, a lot of the
looks like she was
cast.
in some TV over there. Um, and then
It's,
yeah, this was at
it really is an
Sundance this
interesting,
year, I
very
think.
interesting role, and it is very like, yeah, because you're right. She doesn't really say a lot, but she does a lot of screaming, and like, like just like gross out noises and just moaning and yeah, just I think she does all of that really well. She sold it in every scene. So yeah, I was happy with
Yeah,
it. I mean, it's probably like very middle of the road as far as like my horror rankings of the year. It wouldn't top the list, but on another year, it could. It could. It's just been a great year for horror.
hmm
One of the best, I think, of all. I mean, I don't know, maybe not of all time, but like it's been a really good year for horror. I think,
yeah. I think you've seen more than me in
and
this
there's a lot
year.
more to come. I
That's
mean,
true.
I I'm not that excited for the. I'm really not that excited for the Conjuring, but like I still will see it because I've seen them all.
It's
This
awful.
one looks at least looks like it's better, gonna be better than the third one because the third one was one of the worst movies I've ever seen ever. It's awful. Like it's one
Yeah.
of those like forget it exists. Let's move on. And then I'm also very wary, but I don't know. Hopeful that the new Osgood Perkins will be good. It looks good. He's somebody that's just like, man, I think their marketing team is phenomenal. But so far, he's not 0 for 2. I liked Long Legs. I thought it was fine. Like I had a good
Yeah,
time.
that's
I think
fine.
it fell apart, but I think there was a lot to like in there. But overall, I don't think it succeeded as well as the trailer led me to believe. I thought the monkey was pretty bad. Uh, I just don't know why it got made. I don't get who it's for. I don't get what the point is. I think it looked good. I think that's one thing he's good at. I do think he's got some really nice looking shots and lighting and stuff like that. I think he's great at that. And maybe that's not even him. Maybe he just has a team that does that. And I mean, I'm assuming he's not putting up the lights, but his vision, I think, is good.
No, but but most directors aren't. They're just working together with that team.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, look, I mean, there's definitely been some stinker stuff this year too. I've not
There
seen
has.
Clown in a Cornfield, but everyone is loving that. It's on
Yeah.
Shutter, I think.
When was
Final
Terrifier 3 this
Destination.
year? Or was it
I was just looking up. I think it
tail
was
end?
last year. I did just watch that. I would definitely talk about that. Final Destination Bloodlines
That
came
was
out.
surprisingly
Um,
good. Surprisingly
Okay, I
good.
haven't seen it.
Yeah,
I'll bring her
probably
back.
it might be the best Final Destination movie. Like it's very self-aware.
Really?
It's very
The best?
self-aware. Yeah,
Man,
it's like super
there's some
self-aware.
good
Doesn't
ones.
take itself seriously. Are there?
I think for like what they're trying to be, in the same way that like some of the Saw movies I enjoy.
But that's how this
I don't
is
know.
too. But it also like knows what it's trying to be. Where to me, I think Saw and Final Destination movies are still very, very serious. Like they're trying to be serious.
Yeah.
And like it
You're
doesn't. I
saying
mean,
this was
they're
full
iconic. They're
self-aware.
fun to watch, but I don't know
Yeah.
if any of the Saw. I would say, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's recency bias. It's definitely better than like. I'm just trying to think of which one it would compete with as far as an entire movie. Like I think the highway
Yeah.
pileup is iconic and terrifying, but like I couldn't tell you one thing that happens in the rest of that movie or who
I
the
could tell you more, but I don't know if I'd say it's a great movie, but I definitely know what you want.
three, the roller coaster part,
There's some memorable stuff in that one.
Yeah,
The
the
kills are good.
yeah kills are pretty good. One is I rewatched one recently. It's not that good,
It's not great. It's not great. It's just like setting up
and
the
I would say
premise,
those are
but
probably the three like biggest competitors for the new one. I think you should watch the new one. It's surprisingly good. We
I mean,
went
I
in
will. I've seen
thinking it
all
was
the
gonna be
others.
rough. Yeah.
I shouldn't want to see it in theaters. I was like, I can't tell Paul you that much. Megan 2.0, huge bomb this year. I know what you did last summer. Bomb.
God, I mean,
Um,
it looked.
you
Did you
saw
see
it
the trailer for that
together
one?
for I know what you did last summer. Yeah, of course. When they did like the iconic moment, but like in a cringy way.
She's like, please, you gotta help
Um,
me, my friend. She's like, you just gotta tell me one thing. What did you do last summer? I was just like,
I looked at the
Jesus,
audience.
how to get
Voice.
how to get me not to watch your movie?
The
God,
Toxic Avenger just came out and
that's
has
not horror.
bombed. I don't
That's
know
like
if
a
you're
camp.
familiar with this. Yeah. But I will tell you, this is my own personal thing for anybody out there. I'm glad it failed. You know why? Because I know who directed the movie? Macon Blair. And I
Who's
do
that?
not like Macon Blair. Macon
Macon
Blair,
Macon Blair.
yeah, he's a
His name is Macon
actor. Yeah,
or like
he's an
Mason.
actor turned Macon.
Isn't that Mason? Is
No,
it
I think it's
Macon?
Macon.
Macon.
I've always said Macon. I think it's Macon Blair.
Macon Blair.
Actor turned director. He's kind of like in line with who are the brothers? I can't stand the Mumblecore Bros.
Oh,
I can't stand them.
the creep
I
guy.
can't think of their name. Yeah. But he was in Blue Ruin. I don't know if you saw that. Same director that did Green Room, I think. He's in both of those movies. And then he directed and starred in I Don't Feel at Home in This World Anymore. Right? He didn't
Oh,
star in
I
that. He
liked that
directed it.
one. I
A
mean,
lot of people like it. I did not. 2 stars. Don't like. Let's see what we can get.
I thought it was good. I didn't think it
don't-
was great, but like I enjoyed it.
I can't get to go.
Oh
A lot of people did.
I
A
recognize
lot of
him.
people did.
You're just a
I
hater.
don't like his. I am with him because I don't get it. I don't see the vision.
Yes, Blue. Yes, I do remember Blue
Yeah.
Ruin now.
I don't think he's a good actor. I don't think he's a good director. I think that this.
There wasn't enough. There wasn't enough cock in the movie. Actually, I
Yeah,
think there is.
just-
I think there is in the Toxic
It
Avenger
probably
or something.
is. Yeah.
Isn't it supposed to be like it's so graphic that it doesn't have a? Wasn't that the whole marketing campaign? It's so graphic, it doesn't have a rating on it, or it barely made it into theaters.
Probably. I didn't even know Jacob Tremblay was in it. That's really funny.
That makes sense why
I Walk
Elijah Wood's in
Along-
it as well, because he's in I Don't
Yeah,
Feel at
of
Home in This
course.
World Anymore.
Macon Blair.
Macon
Yeah, I did not like
Blair.
Macon Blair at all. A Long Walk. I don't think it's gonna be good, but
I do.
want it to be good.
I do.
Him.
I'm optimistic.
You're optimistic. I've heard
I
pretty
am.
much enough about bad things, but
Is it not even out yet? Came out
from
tonight.
from previous, they're marketing the hell out of it. You seen the treadmill marketing?
I think that's fun. To me, like that's fine.
I don't mind that. Yeah,
But then,
I don't mind that.
But then it's got the classic horror movie bullshit that I hate, and it's like we did. It's like a Reddit ad or something. It's like we did an experiment. One audience, we hooked up like pulse monitors to their fingers.
Everyone
and
was together.
You'll
too.
never believe what it was like. The heart racing throughout the movie. I'm just like, and it shows the audience are like, oh, smelling their popcorn and shit, and like nothing says my movie sucks and we're desperate that like than putting that out there.
And like that has worked, but it only works when it's sparing. and it feels like they've been doing it for everything now. Because together they're
I
doing that. They're like, here's the audio from the whatever sequence, and it's just too much. Whereas like Paranormal Activity, super successful. Those audience shots were like huge part of the marketing. Like it can work, but they're just doing it like too often.
I hate it. To me, it's just as like an indicator that the movie's not going to be good and they're desperate. But I will say, I like Together. I thought Together was good, not great, but like I would say like in a year of horror, it is not a stinker by any means. Like I'm glad I went and saw it. I think The Long Walk's going to be good. I do. I don't know.
I don't know.
I think it's going to be good, not great.
I want it to be good.
Like to me, it's just like stick to the source material, and you're good.
Yeah.
And you're good.
Yeah.
And so we'll see if they actually do it.
The actor from Alien obviously is great.
I can't.
Super often I've only seen him in one thing. I can't tell how he's going to be as the lead in this movie.
I can't either. I mean, I feel like he like when I think of Garrity, I think like I don't know. I think he looks the part. But yeah, the guy. Yeah, he looks the part. I've not seen him. I haven't seen Pineapple Pizza, whatever it's called. What's it called? Pepperoni pizza.
Licorice pizza.
Licorice pizza.
It's supposed to be a vinyl, like a record.
Okay. I never
an old shop in L.A. called that too.
That's cool.
Yeah, used to go to.
Yeah, I don't know how it'll be, but I know it's like we're guaranteed to get, unless something goes tragically wrong, we're guaranteed to get a good performance out of the guy from Alien. And basically, like, if it's anything like the book, in it, you know, just almost a lead himself. Like, he's not the lead, but, like, almost a lead. I think Mark Hamill will be good. I mean, I don't know. I think he'll just be the Colonel or whatever, and
I can't tell about his casting. He's the one I'm least looking at. I'm like,
it's such a one-note character. It's just like it's not like it's going to demand a performance or anything.
It feels like he's going to like overdo it when it should be more like a. I don't know. We'll see.
It's going to end with him sitting cross-legged on a rock, fading into dust.
Yeah. I don't know. What do you think the King cameo is going to be? Just like someone in the crowd? He's
one of the kids.
Or like a sign or something?
He's hobbling along. Does he have a cameo confirmed?
No, but I'm sure. I would think so.
Oh, I don't think so. It wasn't in The Monkey.
Yeah.
I don't think it was in The Monkey. I don't think he's in this one. I don't think so. He's getting too old for that. And if he is, yeah, he's just gonna. I mean, the only thing he could be is just like someone in the crowd. He couldn't. There isn't any other characters.
That's why I see like him holding a sign in the background or something stupid.
Yeah. But I think I think that will be a good movie, like at least entertaining. I think I'll leave thinking there's worse Stephen King adaptations out there.
Yeah, probably. The idea just works well, Tori. I think at a minimum it will be good.
Yeah. I think the director, like, he did the Hunger Games and stuff, which aren't great, but it's still like yeah, they're fine. The first one is good.
Fine.
Yeah, it's fine. But I mean, like, it's like, I feel like.
Didn't he not do the first one? I think he did everyone but the first one.
I thought that isn't the second one considered to be the best one?
Catching Fire, Mockingjay 1 and 2, and Songbirds and stuff.
I think Catching Fire.
Some people consider 2 to be better than He did I Am Legend, Constantine.
I like I Am Legend. It's not great, but like, I think these are all like, it's not going to be like a film lover's film, but like, I don't know. I feel like that's a good track record for this type of movie. It's not like he's stepping way outside his realm or anything. So I don't know. I'm excited. You gonna talk about him? Is that what you're?
Yeah, like him's on the list. Which
I think him.
I want it to be good. It has a lot of potential.
We did see some stinkers. We saw.
Which one?
Until Dawn. That's a stinker. Really fun, but pretty bad. And then, oh my God, The Home or something like that. I can't remember the Pete Davidson horror movie. I think it's called Home or The Home. We just like it was one of those like nights where I'm the only. Yeah, we're the only ones that saw it because it really was one of those like, want to go to the movies? What's playing? Oh, this movie called The Home. I can't remember if that's what it's called. It's like it's getting pretty bad reviews, but it's only an hour and a half, and like we really want to go to the movies. And wow, I do want you to see it though because it almost like saves itself a little bit, but not really. It's pretty bad, but like it's kind of worth watching. for one of those like so bad it's maybe kind of good, but
Yeah,
I don't know. It was definitely a stinker. But bring her back. I mean,
I've heard no one talk about. Bring her back. I have queued up, pretty much ready to go soon. I'm ready.
one of
I'm
my
looking forward to
favorites in
watching it.
recent memory. I don't think it really sticks the landing. That's the biggest. I mean, up to the last like 3 minutes, I was like, "This is a 5." Like
Yeah.
it's really good. I think Sally Hawkins is a treasure. It's basically her, her Hereditary.
Mhm.
Tony. She's like Tony Collette in Hereditary. Like next level performance. And I know you didn't love Talk to Me, but like did you I feel like the directors are good at getting good performances out of younger kids. Like I think all the performances in Talk to Me are very good. I like Talk to Me, but
Yeah, that's pretty
same
good.
with this. I
Yeah,
think the performances of the kids in this are really good, and like
pretty good.
I've not had like actual Bring Her Back made me like physically react, and like a movie is never really done. And
Yeah.
so to me that was a big
Everyone I know
reason.
that's seen it really liked it. Like everyone has pretty positive things to say.
It's really good.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that. I will not be watching Black Phone 2, which I cannot
Why?
believe.
Did you see the
I
trailer?
just don't.
It looks
I just don't care.
surprisingly better than. I don't
It's
care
weird.
either.
It's just like Megan, where like I'm like, why are these guys all of a sudden iconic? It's because they're just forcing them to be iconic. This character means nothing to me. It means absolutely nothing
It
to me.
doesn't, and you're
And
right.
they're acting like it's this like generational character
Well,
that
it's a cool look.
in it's just a cool look. That's literally it. It's a cool mask.
Yeah, it's a cool
Nothing
mask.
else about his character makes even any sense. Like,
Yeah, it does. It makes sense. It's a
I know
cool.
the
He's a
first
cool
one was
person. He's
like,
like a serial killer that is so messed up in the head that he like changes out the mask to reflect the way his personality is feeling. That's a cool idea.
and he goes to sleep in a chair in the kitchen
Yeah, that part.
and sneak by
Okay.
him if you can.
I think he's iconic in his look in the first movie, and I was
Do you remember
so
his name?
not. No, the
The
black phone
grabber.
man,
The grabber.
the grabber. Oh yeah, yeah.
He grabs children. It's just and like, I just drives me
Okay,
crazy. Like
okay, but
at
but
Horror Nights, people are like, you see who's that scary zone? The grabber. Like,
but that's
cool.
like perfect for that though. Like he's like a scary looking guy. The mask is
It's just the
scary
mask.
looking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the mask is really good, but I don't feel like it fits him. I don't know. I gave it. I'm
Okay.
looking back right now. I gave it 2 stars.
Yeah, I don't
For
think the
me.
first one was that good.
Bad.
You good? I agree. I don't think the first one was good. And when I heard they're making a second, I could not have been less excited. But then I saw the trailer, and I think the trailer, I mean, it almost looks like you could just ignore part one. And they're almost turning him
Yeah.
into like a Freddy Krueger kind of thing. Like,
Right. They're like trying to make the grabber,
I'm okay with
which
that.
I am buying. I'm buying it with
I'm
Art
okay
the
with it.
Clown, which I didn't know if I would. But
Art the
I'm all in
Clown,
with Art the Clown.
he is like
I'm all in.
the modern. I mean, like,
It's great.
yeah, I just don't think like slash or like horror icons. It's just a different time. I think like when when you look at like Freddy, Jason, and Michael Myers and Texas Chainsaw Guy, Leatherface. I don't know, just like going to the movies and stuff was just different then. Now there wasn't streaming, there wasn't. I don't know. I think it's different. I think it's harder to break through, but I do think art has. But I think they're just inherently going to be. There's way more movies made too. I think it's just going to be harder to do. I don't think the grabber will ever be on that level. Whoa!
What's up?
I don't think he'll ever be on that level. But like, if we're gonna get a Black Phone 2, I'm okay with them taking it in like a way more interesting
What
direction.
the hell is the sequel? Like what? Like where would you take the story?
Because I think he spoiler. I think he
What?
kills him, right? I don't even remember
He kills
because
the grabber?
yeah, I think he kills the grabber at the
Yeah,
end.
I
Because
don't
I'm
know.
pretty sure this is like. Here's what I think. I think, and I kind of hope this isn't. I hope he is just truly like a Freddy Krueger. He's this demon guy that is haunting him in like, not necessarily his dreams, but like he can see him, but no one else can see him. He's actually like doing things that affect him in the real world, almost like a vision. Here's what I think's gonna happen. He's lost his mind. He's gonna become the grabber.
The grabber.
And he'll don the mask at the end. I hope that's not the case, but like I don't know. I was surprised at like I thought the trailer looked pretty well surprisingly like well shot, creepy. I don't know.
The snow. What if we set it in the snow?
Yeah, but so what?
Which is fine. I don't inherently like that. They have a photo shoot in one of the scare zones this year at Horror Nights. That's like the phone booth with like kind of like snowy.
Yeah,
you can like go in there and take a picture with the phone. My phone.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm
just not buying it. It's just like Blumhouse marketing it down my throat. And the same with Megan. I watched Megan. Megan is not a good movie.
It was fun.
I did not understand
the first one.
How
I had a good time.
Yeah, it was fine. It was very fine. To where like I don't understand the hype around her. Same thing where it's just like everyone's like, we love Megan. She's this queen. She's I'm like that's just fine.
Yeah.
And it was interesting to see this one bomb. Like they overestimated.
It was
or just because the genre switch.
Yeah, I think the genre switch hurt it because like the first one was a lot of fun. It's not a good movie. It's kind of like Until Dawn. Like we had a great time watching it. It's like a Walmart cabin in the woods, or like a Saw. Like I like watching creative deaths, and like I'll always have a good time. Doesn't make it a good movie, but I could still have a good time. And oh wait, I lost my train of thought. What were we talking about? Black phone.
The grabber.
The grabber. He grabbed my mind, my train of thought. He grabbed it. Megan. Yeah. So we had a good time. It didn't take itself. I think that was the nice surprise. You go in, they market it like it's going to be this like Chucky I guess I haven't seen Chucky because I think Chucky's kind of like fun too, right?
Yeah, I feel like they're kind of like I don't know, like the main mom.
I mean, it kind of is like
playing it completely straight the whole movie, right?
No,
like
there's
Megan
like jokes. There's jokes.
With the mom?
Yeah, there's jokes. Not a ton, but like
the kid is murdered in that movie. You'll forget a kid is murdered.
Yeah, I know.
It is a wild.
But like
movie.
to me, it's like that's what like it kind of walked that line in a fun way, just like a Chucky. Like I think that's really what it is. I think people our age or whatever, this generation, like we want horror icons because we didn't get them, and it's fun. And like this is like our Chucky. Wasn't as successful, although I've heard Chucky's not very good. It's just he became iconic.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think I mean Chucky, the premise that you see right at the beginning, it's like it's a serial killer, right? That like he gets killed and then his body is like transferred into this doll. So like the personality makes sense. Megan's
just like AI gone wrong, right, or something. I think there is an explanation, but I can't remember what it is.
Yeah, there is, and I don't know. I like her better than the grabber. The grabber, there's no character to the grabber.
I agree.
Has a cool mask.
I'm not defending the grabber. I'm just saying my expectations when I heard they were making a Black Phone 2 versus me. No one was less excited than me. I was like, they're of course they're doing it. But then I watched the trailer and I was like, same with Megan too, honestly. It's just like, if they're going to make it, at least they're taking it in an interesting direction to where like, I think that was bold of them, especially with Megan too, to be like, we're leaning in to the comedy. Like it's going to be fun. And like, it didn't pay off, but I appreciate them trying it rather than just being like, we're just going to make a second one. It's going to be the same thing.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, I like that Megan. They're like, let's go Terminator 2. I think that's a lot of fun. And honestly, I could see it being better than the first one because it's more self-aware and because they're like winking at the camera more. I don't know. I would definitely.
You can't tell me. You cannot tell me that an AI doll doing a TikTok dance was taking itself seriously in the first one. It was not.
I don't know.
No way. No way you were supposed to watch that. Cool. Oh, Ian's on your side. Ian said there was a guy who used to bike around Tulsa with a Chucky doll strapped to his handlebars. He's iconic. I feel like we want modern. I mean, I think Art the Clown is a terrifying one. Art the
Clown.
That's a graphic icon. I mean, like that is like.
He's perfect. He's perfect. Like it's so dress upable for Halloween. It's the lack of voice makes it so easily mimicked by everybody. Just being kind of this mime character. and he's fun. He's like a Freddy. We're like it's humor. He's doing the like
Yeah.
it's a lot of like yeah. I mean, I think that I saw a great tweet yesterday because obviously there's the Terrifier house is going on at Halloween Horror Nights right now. And it's like one of the fan favorites. It's doing really well, and I saw a tweet that said like you are allowed to love Art the Clown and still say that the Terrifying movies are not good movies. Like both of these things can exist together. And I don't think they're horrible movies, but I agree. None of them I've watched. I was like, wow, these are amazing. It's just about
They
him.
keep
He is
getting
just so
better, I
good.
will say.
Yeah,
Well,
they're
I
getting
haven't
better.
seen one, but I've heard ones like you don't really.
It's like the seed of the idea. It's
Yeah.
like there's something there, but they definitely get better. But like the lore is taking itself a little more seriously than I care about.
What the hell
like,
is the lore?
It's exactly number
Yeah.
one. It's like
It's just a
all
killer
over
clown.
the freaking place. No, but it's more than that.
Well, I know
You
it's
saw
what some
you
people
saw
are
the
like.
second-
What's her name? Serena. I think it's Serena. Like,
the
oh, it's her
one-eye girl.
dad. Her dad's soul is Art the Clown. It's just like
Yeah, there's
I
stuff with
don't-
like her
I don't
dad,
care.
and but then also the girl with the one eye, the creepy girl. Like
Yeah, like the
she
first
was,
victim.
and then they're like, no, it's there's like a lot of lore that like I don't really care about.
No,
I'm just like I just want to see Art the Clown do.
I
His
do
thing.
like. I will say though, the sidekick, the whole final scene of 3 with like in the living room. She is very scary looking.
She's good. Yeah, she's good.
She is scarier than Art.
I like the little girl in 2.
She's also scary.
I liked her better. I'm sad that they abandoned her because
I didn't like.
I
her
agree that the other one is scarier looking.
She's
But
terrifying.
I
looking.
liked the other girl thematically too. It was like this part of his brain and stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas this other one is like more literal, and the second one ends with like her birthing the head and all that stuff. Like it just gets to some crazy stuff. But yeah,
The
I mean,
second
he's
one
just
does?
fun to watch. Yeah, there's like a mid-credit sequence where
Oh, I didn't
it
watch
ends
that.
with the
I don't
good
watch
girl.
mid-credit sequences anymore. If you want it to be important, don't put it in the
No,
middle of
it's
your
like
credits.
it's like right as the credits start, kind of thing.
I
You
don't
gotta watch
remember
it.
that.
It's crazy. It's she good
It's
girl
so long.
kills him
It's like
at the end.
3 hours long.
It's long.
And I was like, all right,
chops his
credits,
head
I'm
off.
done.
And then
Yeah.
it cuts to this insane asylum, and you get this girl from the first one, which is the girl with the one eye, whatever. She's in there. She's crazy. She's like writing in blood on the walls, like me and Art and the heart and stuff and all this. And then it's revealed she's pregnant, and she births Art's head,
Jesus
and it's
Christ.
like eating a body in there,
Oh
and then
my
the guards
God.
come, and then that goes into the third one.
I say
where,
that's
like,
part
he
of 3.
attaches the head.
That
to
makes
himself. It's
okay.
like a
Yeah, to me it was just like I'm
Yeah, like,
I'm just following
doesn't
it. Here we
matter.
go. Yeah, he's here somehow. So okay, that's interesting. But
Yeah.
don't put that in mid credits. That's stupid.
Yeah, I don't.
That's an
I don't know.
important part. That is important. I hate that.
I will say again, it was like early credits. It was kind of like
I don't
a couple
care.
credits play.
Don't
Nearly
care.
goes into it.
Don't care.
Yeah,
That
I'm
don't make
looking
any
at the
sense.
director of the Black Phone, and I know you like Sinister a little bit more than me. I like Sinister. It's 3 stars for me.
I like Sinister. Like I think visually, again, it's iconic in a way because everyone like remembers that scene.
I like Sinister.
Bagul,
Bagul.
Bagul the grabber.
Uh,
It's a universe.
Ethan Hawke connected. He also directed the first Doctor Strange, which people love. I do not think it's good. I did not like.
No,
It's
it's not.
2 stars for me.
Yeah.
He just recently did The Gorge, which
Wait.
kind of came and went. Like
Wait,
that.
wait. So this guy is the guy that Bree and I saw talk with Joe Abercrombie in Austin. What's his name?
Really? Scott Derrickson. Exorcism of Emily Rose.
Scott
He's got
Derrickson?
quite the filmography.
No, it's not him. It must be someone that works with him then, because he was like, yeah, all these movies. He worked on The Gorge. He worked on Sinister. Let's see if I can find his name.
The Gorge did pretty bad.
Maybe he wrote them. Maybe he wrote them and not directed them. Where do we does it say a Robert Cargill?
Yeah, it's one of the 2 writers. He's got like longer hair.
Yeah.
A little goatee.
It was
mustache.
with
Yeah, he wrote all
let's
those
see.
movies.
Man, we just should have the event. Yeah, C. Robert Cargill.
Yep, that's cool. Yeah, he's like the co-writer.
Yeah, yeah. It was kind of like
American.
Big Lebowski vibes
Yeah,
for a look. But yeah, I would agree. I don't think that any of those are winners, but I enjoyed. I mean, like I had a good time. I wasn't
yeah.
like walking out saying like, oh my god, what a waste of time. Like some other horror movies. Like
Yeah, I'll get my
Sinister's,
review for Black Phone at some point.
I think
It's
Black Phone
also,
might be.
it's a list of questions. It's funny. I forgot about writing it. It's a little just be
Ian
on
says
book
the
right now.
Gorge was fun. Solid.
Yeah, it
High
seemed like the
C.
Gorge was a really great premise,
I gotta say, the
but
trailer was not looking super promising for me. Not looking super promising. And like Anya Taylor Joy, I like Anya Taylor Joy, and then like her like doing
like
the
Miles Teller.
super thick Russian accent. I was just like,
Yeah, I don't find it.
I don't know. Yeah, yeah, it looked fine.
And
It's a really interesting
did you
premise for sure.
the premise is good. Now, there's two more I'm going to read from this list, but Ian, while I'm looking it up, did you see Ice Cube's War of the Worlds? I need to know.
I don't think
Five
so.
Nights at Freddy's 2 is coming out, which I will not be seeing. But Del Toro's Frankenstein is 2025.
Yep.
That's kind of exciting.
I thought there was another one
Um,
that's Oh no, yeah, I'm just thinking of The Running Man, but that's not going to be a horror. I'm excited for that though. I think there's probably
yeah,
more.
that was
Oh,
fun.
yeah, the new Osgood Perkins. What the heck is that one called? It's another really interesting trailer.
Isn't the name also kind of
I want.
not
It
shut?
almost feels like Significant Other. It might be Significant Other
Mm,
or something like that. Yeah, it's Together. I thought Together was like overall, like if we're going Rotten Tomatoes, like thumbs up, thumbs down. I think Together is a thumbs up. Like I had a good
yeah,
time.
yeah, that's curious to see.
Yeah, I mean, like I like body horror, and yeah, I don't know. I think if you like body horror, I think there's a lot to like there. It's funny, doesn't take itself seriously, but also there are some very like scary moments. I don't know. I love the way that there's become more of like a blend of horror and comedy because I do think they work really well together. He says he's
Yeah,
not. He's considered watching the Honest trailer. Have you ever heard of Honest trailers?
maybe I have.
It's like
Yeah,
a
I think
YouTube channel, and they just like edit it
I
into
guess
like a
study my
funny
sins.
trailer.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think they edit stuff in too.
it's a pretty funny watch. It's pretty
What
ridiculous.
what is?
The movie War of the Worlds.
Oh, I don't know if I
That's
can do
crazy.
it. I have heard that they like save spoilers. I have heard that I mean, maybe this is. I don't. This might not even be true. They like save the day via Amazon delivery or something like that.
It's like a massive Amazon ad, like more than I thought. It's awful. Yeah, it's awful. I don't think it'd be fun to watch by yourself. It's like you gotta watch it with others. But it is ridiculous. Like there's some just plenty of funny stuff where like the way he is hacking into stuff. It's like a lot of right clicking and then the menu comes up and there's always an option for whatever he's
Hack.
trying to do. Yeah, basically. And then there's everything's from his camera, of course. And there's like a part where it does like a dolly zoom, which makes no sense because it's supposed to be like
So yeah,
in the realm.
what's the story here? Like
He,
this
he
was
like
made during
works for like
COVID? No, I mean like of making
no
it.
no no
This wasn't made during
no no
COVID.
no. It's made
Are you
like
sure?
within the last year. I'm not 100%
Because
sure.
like I thought
Um,
it was like a COVID movie, and like that at least like makes some ounce of sense.
I don't.
How did they get
I
away
have
with
not
making
heard.
this and no one knowing it? It just came
Because
out.
it literally just had Ice Cube in a green screen room and made it over a weekend. I mean, there's nothing to this movie. It's literally him in front of a camera and just like mostly CGI shots of the buildings crumbling and stuff.
Is it
So
one of those like
everything,
I'm trying to think like the copyright just became available after X amount of years,
yeah,
like the
yeah,
Steamboat
yeah,
Willie thing or Winnie the
yeah,
Pooh.
yeah.
God,
It's just
but
which
like
I didn't
what?
realize.
Have there been
The
interviews with
Steamboat
him?
Willie.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't seen anything, but it is really funny. It's like how many different times can they have probably were like, okay, again, something bad is happening. You gotta react to that. So he does like every kind of like it's like every little kind of freak out thing he can do,
Yeah.
like a spin around in the chair, spin back. Like it's so funny. Yeah, it's I did have fun watching it for sure, but it's
Is it
awful.
like a tight 90 minutes or?
It's pretty shitty. I feel like it was 90. Yeah, I don't remember it feeling like it overstayed its welcome. You know exactly where it's going at all times. Like it's like him and his family. It starts with him just like being an overbearing father. It's like the theme where he's like hacking into his daughter's phone to like track her because he doesn't trust her and stuff.
Gotta put
But
those
it's just
hack skills
really
to good use.
the hacking is really funny and just like Ice Cube clearly he's just like out of his element.
It's so weird
Um,
because he's in the studio.
yeah,
He's in the studio, and they like. It's not really a spoiler. I mean, like they cast like he's playing himself, and they like cast him as the Kool-Aid Man, the voice of the Kool-Aid Man. And like I don't
okay.
know, it just seems so like self-aware that like how much did he I'm so curious about just the story of the making of. Like if they put
Yeah.
out a documentary of like the making of the War of the Worlds, I'd be more interested in that. Cuz I've heard
I'm sure
it's
they came to him with a
so
lot of
bad.
money. And here's the script. All you gotta do, you can film it at your house. We'll
But
just
how
set
did
up
they
some
have that
cameras.
money? They
What
never even went
money?
to theaters.
It's Amazon. They have tons of money.
Oh
It's
yeah.
Amazon,
So it
and
is
it's
like,
like
but they didn't even like market it. I had not seen anything about it until like it just came out
I
and people had seen it, and they're like,
I
"Oh
think it's
yeah,
because
this is the
they
worst
knew it
movie
was
of all
bad.
time."
They
Yeah,
just try to quietly kind of just slap it on the platform, and
but they've
people are
like
like, whoa, whoa,
canceled stuff
whoa.
without putting it out, haven't they?
I think it's I don't know. Maybe it's just because it was. I mean, they're also trying to just always fill up their catalog too. So I don't know. I
I
mean, it's a
mean,
huge ad for Amazon,
I was gonna
so
say, and
maybe
it's
that's
so
why.
bad that people are watching it, so like it's getting
It
streams.
ended up working out for him. Like the meme of it
Yeah,
has definitely like made it work. Um, yeah, it is. It is pretty funny.
it's crazy.
I had fun with it overall, but I'm about to close out my Black Phone review, but I will read one of my questions.
Yeah.
If it requires CGI to simulate a rope threading through the window grate, should I, as an audience member, buy that as possible?
I'm with you.
It's really bad.
I don't think the Black Phone is very good. I do think I can see why, but like just like you said with Terrifier, it can exist that he can be
Mhm.
an icon and the movie can be bad, and I think the
Right.
same can be said of Black Phone, but I don't think he's as iconic as Art. I mean,
No,
not even
I
close.
can't even describe him. Art, I can describe. He's this guy that's like,
I can describe the grabber. It's got
I can't.
horns and it's got a
Describe
mouth.
what he looks like.
Yeah.
Tell me about him. Tell me about like his
I think
personality and
well he's
like
got multiple personalities. He can either be what do you mean though? Uh,
he can be Ethan Hawke or the Grove.
yeah, but that's not even fair because like Art's just like he just mimes. He's over the top and he mimes things. He's just a
I could
mime.
describe his personality like he approaches people and infiltrates them from a hey, I'm just this funny, like I'm not a threat, and then turns on them in an instant. Like there's a lot I could describe about
That's what
his character and like why
yeah.
it works so well.
I think with Black Phone it's like there are moments where he is not as unhinged. He's like normal, and then like yeah, I think he like he flips. He's unpredictable. He comes down and sometimes he is. He's nice. He's like it's almost like he's not in control of it. I don't know. I found
Yeah.
him memorable enough to where like I don't think Art became like a true icon until 2 had been out for a little bit. I know there was a big
Yeah.
following, but like he is now I think
The average
in
person.
stone
Yeah.
an icon, a modern horror icon. But 3 movies.
Yeah.
But
Hmm.
you could argue he was an icon
And like a
before
bunch of other
3.
little like shorts and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Um
Black Phone 2 could be
this could solidify the
he
grabber
could be
as one of the
yeah,
most
the grabber.
iconic villains of our time.
He could be.
I want to see more. I want to see more footage of him as a magician. That's my favorite part of the movie. Is in the beginning,
Oh,
I
the
believe
kid?
when he
Oh,
the
the
grabber
grabber.
when he first grabs him, he has this
Yeah.
like magic fan, and then he pulls like the balloons.
Yeah, I say it's the
Right, he
balloons.
comes with
Yeah.
the balloons. That's right.
The all black van
Yeah,
with the balloons.
the balloons.
Yeah, I
I
mean
don't
like
know.
I like he's a serial killer. A serial killer with like a split personality. Like I don't know. I think like the mask is what makes it iconic for
The mask is
sure.
good.
The mask is
The
good.
mask is
I
good.
like that it changes with like his like state of mind. I think that's a cool idea. And like now we take that where he was like borderline interesting but with a cool look and turning it into like otherworldly to where like maybe the rules of like a real human are no longer going to apply. That could
Yeah,
make
I
it
think
cooler.
I agree. Like you're saying, kind of in like a Freddy Jason way, where at some point they're just like jumping the shark of just like we don't really care about, and it's just like we're just gonna have fun in this space with him.
Yeah.
I am very disappointed to see. I'm reading about. I pulled up Black Phone 2 that Jeremy Davies is is reprising his role. This is
The kid?
from Lost. No, Jeremy Davies from Lost. He plays the dad in it, and he has this like awful mane of hair.
Oh.
He's
Wait,
so
who
bad
is
at it.
he in Lost?
He's I can't think of his name. He's the
He's the
nerdy guy.
he's the what?
He's the nerdy guy that comes in later in the show.
Daniel Faraday, right?
Faraday, yeah,
Daniel
it's Faraday.
Faraday. To
And he
me
plays the
though,
dad in this. Oh my god, he's
yeah.
awful.
It is not
Awful.
good. He's a
He's
creep
back,
though.
baby.
Yeah. To me though, I do feel like that was less of a him and more of a director
Oh yeah,
pushing
it
him
was the
for that
direction.
performance. It's just not a great performance.
100%.
I don't think the kid was good either, honestly. I think the kid was rough. The main kid,
Yeah, he was
the
not. He
trapped
was not
kid,
good.
he's back too. So I'm not. To me though, like when I think about Freddy, and I think about Saw, and I think about like all these like horror icons, Jason, Friday the 13th. They're not. I'm not thinking like, wow, great performances by the camp counselors. No, they're usually pretty bad, and like
Yeah,
it's about like the cool fun kills, and it's a good slasher, and it's fun. Like that's most of
yeah.
them. I would say. So there's like 8 Freddys. It's probably like 100 Jasons. There's 7 Halloweens. So really though, let's say there's 7 of each. Probably there's probably at least 7 of each of those 3. Or we'll add Leatherface in. So we'll call it 28 movies. How many of those are genuinely good 4-star or above movies?
Yeah, no, pretty much none. But how many of those are more rewatchable than the Black Phone is the question.
I'm
I
on,
would say a lot.
I'm with
for
you.
me. Not all of them.
I'm
but
with you
most of
for
them.
Black Phone 1. But I'm
Right,
saying
this
Black
could be,
Phone
this could
2.
be the hit of the year.
Not that,
This
I'm just
is
saying.
everything changes with the Black Phone too.
But it's gonna have to though. It looks like it's because I think the main guy is dead, and it's like in his head, which is completely outside of what we know as like what the rules have been established. I mean, the kid can talk to that's the thing, right? The kid can talk to ghosts through the phone.
To the phone.
Eh.
Which I was just reading my review. They hint at that like Ethan Hawke's character can sometimes hear the phone. So I feel like you're right that I feel like that's what they're gonna do. Is like it's gonna end with the kid
Becoming the
like
grabber.
becoming the
I
grabber.
really hope not. That to me, that's gonna be the nail in the coffin. Ian says, yeah, it is. It's multiple. He has multiple personalities, so the grabber is only one of them. That's when he's grabbing. Then there's the manhandler and the roughhouser.
Wait, actually?
Yeah, I
That's
think
wild.
depending on what like face he puts on.
He puts on.
Yeah, it's
Does
a
he
different
call
persona.
himself that? Where are those names coming from? Like
I don't
in
know.
story,
Well, I know it's based
it's
off.
this-
Yeah, I don't know. It might be what the kid, because in like the book by Joe Hill or the short story, it might be the kid
the kid
calling
assigning
him
those
like
names to him.
yeah, he like assigns
see
it to
that.
him. Because I don't think in the movie I don't know if in the movie we ever get like those other names. Although I don't really remember because it wasn't.
They
It
definitely
wasn't
say
a
the
great
grabber.
movie.
Like the town is talking
The
about.
town's
like,
calling him. Yeah, it's like
the
the
grabbers
serial
taking
killer
all the
name.
kids.
Yeah.
It does say on Wikipedia that Joe Hill.
Oh no, Ian says he's joking around.
Uh,
I like it could the man
the Roughhouser. That was one of them. Was
the roughhouser. Yeah, I could. So we're just wrestling.
That's so yeah.
I mean, I would have
Except
believed
that-
it because it could have been something like that. The kid is assigning a name to.
Yeah, I
him.
could see that. The Roughhouser's really funny.
Yeah, that's funny.
It said that Joe Hill was, protective of the story, but he had a wonderful idea for a sequel, and it says Hill said his inspiration to writing a sequel was based on the iconic imagery of the grabber's masks. I mean, like that is really what this is all about, right? It's just like the masks
Yeah,
are really good. Like there's
Yeah.
something there for sure.
Yeah.
Um,
And I'm okay with
But
that
it's
as
a
long
fine
as
one.
like to me, I think the zoom out and getting into more interesting, not just single location, is gonna make me more excited to see it, because like that I wasn't that interested. Really, the best parts of that movie was Ethan Hawke and the masks. Like it was
I
like
don't even think he was good, but
I thought he was
it's,
good.
it's fine.
It didn't need to be him. I don't think. I don't think we need to lock in an Ethan Hawke, but I thought he was good. It's just like
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure I could see the short story being really good.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, the concept is there for sure. It's just the direction was really bad.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Wait, so you said the sequel
sounds like we're gonna have to.
was inspired by the
Yeah,
masks? That's what you said?
that's what Hill said. Like the inspiration
Of the
for the
sequel.
sequel came out of the iconic imagery of the mask.
So he wrote the sequel.
I
Or
don't know.
like had a part in it.
It's unclear. It sounds like he like helped come up with the idea for the second movie. I don't know. If
I'm
he
interested.
wrote
I
an
just
actual
finished
sequel.
his collection of short stories by him, Full Throttle. It's really. I think he might be better than Stephen King at short fiction.
Think so? That's
I
a
do.
bold claim.
It is a bold claim, and I've only read one book. But like when I've only read. So I've read Night Shift, and I've read Skeleton Crew, and I've read You Like It Darker, for Stephen King, and like the highs are better probably for Stephen King than the highs of Joe Hill, but like there are quite a few
Short stories,
stinkers.
not novellas.
Yeah, not novellas. I've not read any Joe Hill novellas, but I'm interested in. But just short fiction, just short stories. Yeah, I don't know. I think just more consistent. I've only read, I think there's 10 in that book or something, and like there was really only one that I was like, this is fine, but the rest were like really good. So I'm curious to read more of more just Joe Hill in general. I've read one of his novels, but I don't know. I think he's not as good as Stephen King, but like I think super readable.
Yeah, it seems like he's done well. So,
Yeah.
all right, sounds like I gotta wrap it up. But it sounds like the Black Phone 2 is gonna have to be one of our.
Oh yeah, we'll have to do.
Future,
So you're gonna have to go to the theaters to see it.
Yeah, I know it's gonna be painful.
I bet it.
I'll try it.
I feel like with your expectations as low as they are, at the very least, it'll just meet them. I can't imagine it'll be worse than you think going in. I hope.
I mean, I hope it's better than the first movie.
I think it will be better than the first movie. I do, because the first movie's not that good. I don't think that's a high bar to cross. I think just solely getting us out, and like the way it looks like it's shot looks way more interesting. I don't know. I think it looks more interesting in pretty much every way.
Mm-hmm. Is there a reason behind the grabber's mask setup other than trying to be anonymous and or intimidating? If he is trying to keep his face revealed, why have a combo of having the top half and the bottom half off at different times? Is the mask just a gimmick to sell tickets and a cool villain?
Is this your review?
This is from my review. Why do the detectives start believing the sister so much? Why was Jeremy Davies cast as the abusive father, and why is he so bad in the role? Also, why is his hair so bad?
Yeah, it was. It was like, it was one of those that like he doesn't look despicable enough, so we had to make him look like gross, but like it just looks
like trailer
funny.
trash. Kind of
yeah, but it just looks like you're wearing like a wig kind of thing. Honestly, I couldn't tell you anything about that movie other than the way Ethan Hawke really looked, and like that the kid could like talk to the dead kids.
He's like in the room, and there's like a phone there.
It's all the kids that he had previously grabbed and manhandled and roughhoused. And then they're helping him escape, or trying to.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, in theory. Yeah, and then there's a big twist. I don't know if you remember the twist.
No.
The twist is that he like owns the house across the street, and something.
You heard it here. Like, he likes it. Thumbs up.
Something. I can't even tell you. It's stupid. Where it's like.
Yeah, I do remember.
It's like the house they play with your perceptions there, but then once they reveal it, I was like, wait, that makes no sense. Why would he even keep? Why would he keep the kid locked up in his own house then? Because the cops are coming around. Like, why not lock him up across the street in the other? Like,
I thought that's what it was. I thought he locked him up in the house across the street or something.
I think he's in his own house. Maybe it's like the cops come and you think they're invading his house, but then they're invading that house across the street or
I think
something. I don't
yeah,
know.
I think that's it. Like you think the girl like is like it's this house or something. They go there and it's not the right house. It's the house across the street because like she's getting like visions or something, right? I don't really remember, but she's getting like some way she's figuring it out, and I think she gets like close but isn't spot on or something. I don't really remember.
Yeah,
Honestly, it's not a good
there's
movie. I'm
there's,
not defending it
there's
saying
a
it's a good
no.
movie.
Yeah, I know. Why is the brother Max introduced so late in the story and given such little screen time that his twist and ultimate fate are incredibly uninteresting? He's living together with them. What if Max comes out for a glass of milk in the middle of the night and sees his brother, the grabber, propped almost shirtless in a chair wearing an incredibly creepy mask and holding a belt? Because like he'll just Ethan Hawke's character would just be like in the kitchen like that, and Max lives in the same house with them. It's just like, what if he just gets
I
up
can't
and like
remember
sees?
Max. Yeah, I can't remember Max. Doesn't he end up dying though? Like he sees the brother, and the brother ends up having to kill him.
Yeah, somewhere like they lock the inside of the door each night. The grabber like locks the inside front door, and maybe like Max discovers that or something. I don't know,
I
but
don't
yeah, I'll be
remember.
interested to see where the second one takes things. We'll have to
Honestly,
find out.
from my experience, it can probably only go up.
Probably, probably. Maybe they'll make him iconic. They fumbled it with Megan 2.0, so
Yeah, I think he's got
see what
more
they do.
going for him. Just look wise, I think it is more iconic already than Megan.
Yeah,
But we'll see. Could be your first 5 out of 5 horror movie
why not? It
in a
could be.
long
Could be the
time.
best one. Could be.
We should do like
Actually, yeah,
a live tier ranking of the horror movies we've seen this year at the end of the year. I think that'd be fun.
yeah.
I
I
think
think
that
yeah.
could be a good time. But,
Is
all
he
right,
directing
huh?
the? But that's the final question. Is it the same director? Yeah, it is the same director for Black Phone 2. I was
Yeah,
hoping it was not.
yeah.
Well, we'll see if he's
I
learned
will
those
say though, from the
lessons.
trailer, it doesn't seem like it. Like it seems like it's in different hands, but
Yeah,
I think the difference is just going from like it's just broadening in scope. Where the first one's like almost single location. This seems like it's going to be
right.
a lot bigger. So I can't remember, and then we'll go. So he gets rescued in the end, the kid,
Yeah, the sister like saves him. It ends on like a very positive
and the kid and
note.
the guy's dead. They kill him, right? Doesn't he die?
I think so. I think he
He
dies.
doesn't just go to jail. He like dies.
I think he dies. Yeah,
Like down in the
I don't
basement,
remember
that
how.
because like he sets up like a trap or something, like with the help of the other kids. The other kids like there's a mattress, and under the mattress there's a thing,
There's
and
like three rolls of carpet that he just left in there for him to mess with.
yeah,
Something with the window. I don't know.
yeah, something out the window.
But
It doesn't matter. It's not good. But two is gonna
no,
be
it's
banging.
bad.
Maybe we'll get the Ethan cock. You're the cock.
Full frontal grabber, roughhousing.
Ew. No, no. All right. Well, we did it. So we'll.
Yeah,
It's not. It doesn't work for me. You must have a. It must be your computer or something.
maybe.
I don't think it works for me. Because yeah, we're both on Discord.
I think what else could be a thing.
No way.
Grabber.
That'd be crazy if they did have that. All right. Well, thanks for watching. We'll do it again in a couple weeks. This is Matt and Pat who likes
Pat.
the movies.
Like in the movies.
All right. Goodbye.
Bye bye.